the big voice. The big boy
Yes.
voice. This is my big boy voice. You have done wrong.
No, you can't do multiple spells in a turn, you fuckwit! Unless one of them's a cantrip.
Thank you, Sam. People trying to tell me I don't know my own game.
I make the rules, bitch. Don't let me ever say that again,
I am the rule.
I am the rules.
Well, good to know you guys have been live for a bit.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
They've heard Sam's big boy voice now.
Okay. As opposed to my little boy voice?
Yeah.
No, wait, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Listen to our many voices of the hamsters. Hello. We're here to take your souls. Oh, fuck, I forgot to change it. I forgot to turn on voice changer.
Here we go.
Ah!
Oh,
So, Sam has become
Oh,
Zeech.
nasty little mushroom.
What's happening?
You're laughing too hard. Say flip, 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 flip.
I think I like this one more.
Oh, I like the hamsters. I'm gonna stop that now.
No, don't do it. Don't stop it. It's glorious.
This is who I am now.
Oh, no. Wait, Sam.
This is it.
Can you do the "That's awful" line?
That's awful.
It sounds bad.
Magical.
I like this more. This is permanent.
I
And
don't
this is
think
what
I
it sounds like when someone uses the 9th level spell Psychic Scream.
Oh, God. Okay, it's done now. It should be done. It's done. Okay.
It's done. Okay.
Bear
The
in mind-
nightmare is over.
I just want you to know I can bring this back at
anytime I want.
Sam,
Oh my god! It's the
glorious.
Masked Singer.
Sam, I will say this.
God. I'm not gonna do it too much, don't lie.
No, that's fine. On Friday, you come around, you're showing me how to install that, and I'm gonna start using it.
Don't lie. See, here's the thing. I did this on Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. And got Matt to have it. And he was like, Sam, if you show Chris this, he is going to use this. I suggest you don't. I listened to his advice, and I went, no.
I may find a use for it. I've tried voice changes in the past, but I've never been successfully able to
A lot of them aren't too good on this. I will freely admit that. Most of them, they just do weird things with the voice, and you can't understand a thing they're saying, which is a shame. But
There are some good ones, like that one.
Like,
oh, that hamster one is actually just beautiful.
I love it. I honestly love it.
Yes, I'll put it-
all right. Well, we've got D&D to go. So, hello everybody. Welcome to Crabby D&D. We are back after the Christmas break. I'm here with my players. Let's see. I jumble up the order a bit just to mess with your heads. You'd like that,
I
wouldn't you?
didn't realise you had an order.
I do.
He does. He goes down the list.
Huh.
Do the
I'm
grumble
here
grumbly.
with Sam,
Hello.
Simon,
Ah.
Hello.
Infernal,
Hi.
Jamie,
Yeah.
Sudz,
Yes.
Hello.
and Harlan.
Hello.
Thank you, Sam. I will look at that later.
You're welcome.
I'm
I'm
gonna see
sorry,
if I-
everyone.
Because I'm going to see if I can graft it onto Crabbot.
Oh my god! I just realised it puts us in alphabetical order.
Oh no.
It
I'm
just
gonna
goes straight
do
to your Steam, mate.
text-to-speech voice
Not say
change.
Discord.
Text to speech voice changer for Sovak. Yeah. See if I can have an actual Sovak speaking. Anyway,
Oh, the hamsters! Sovak's got to have the hamster voices. Oh
What
my
are you
god!
talking about?
Exactly that.
I've got to
Acquire-
stop. It is addicted to do. I can't hear what it's doing, but your reactions are always beautiful.
acquire 2 shrunken heads and put them next to Sovak, and then I'll use the hamster voice.
That's
But-
perfect.
By the way, I wouldn't suggest you do it now. It does require a PC reset.
Oh no, that's
So-
fine. I have no intentions of installing it until later.
Good.
All right.
good.
So yes, I'm here with my players. They are doing the Dawn Seekers, and currently they're in a bit of a pickle.
Oh, no,
Usual
we're fine.
announcements.
We're fine.
Thank you to Tabletop Audio for the free audio. Thank you to Zenosa for all the art. Any combat maps like this one were made on Dungeon Player Studio. The platform we play on is Tabletop Simulator, and the more detailed maps like this one are on Incarno.com, which has been updated, and now if you are a paying patron of the service, you can migrate to the new functioning system, which has a lot more tiles, and everything's in HD, which I love.
Oh my God.
So,
Everyone's
Need to make more
computers gonna
money.
Shit themselves.
Time for Chris to make
Guys, how
each
can I make
one,
money quickly?
why do you need to make money for the Incarno?
So I can pay.
Sell your body on the
It's
internet.
not that
How
much.
make money fast?
Oh, is it free?
Last time you can use it for free, but last time I remember checking, it was like £20 for a yearly subscription, or like
Chris,
$4.99
I
for
have
a month.
little to no money, okay?
I know
I-
you
I
spend it all on
spend it-
Warhammer.
No, I don't, and that's the problem. I don't have enough money to spend on Warhammer, Chris.
Alright,
Anyway.
so let's get on with
Oh,
this.
God.
Last session, about a month ago, our party of adventurers, Elsyan, Queglod, Sasha, Malcom, Bern, Rook, and Feng, had made their way through Oromant's Ravine, with a large quantity of time taking up as they travelled along, meeting various encounters and making it further into the ravine as it was, overcoming spiders, meeting a strange cat on a tower, and proceeding to bargain with a hag. The party has turned up at Darkreep Ruin, their destination. Standing outside for a short while, deciding on how they were going to enter, they settled upon flying in over the walls and the underhanging ledge that the ruins are placed on. As they flew over the walls, encountering the skeleton archers that were prepared for them, the zombie horde that lay below, and the large statue in the courtyard that activated and did a fair number of attacks on Rook, the party entered in and defeated their foes. Making a choice between going left down a path, right down a path, or straight on into the large fortress itself, they settled on honing what they were going to do and heading straight into the fortress. Heading in through the ground floor, they had a quick look around in the main foyer before settling upon going upstairs. As they climbed the stairs up, they found that there were several rooms similar to the ground floor which they could explore. Going into one such room, they found a small lecture had been interrupted, as a small barricade of chairs and tables had been set up by the students and the professor, as they proceeded to cast spells at this point disguised Malcom, as he was a blue dragon, or a navy blue dragon at that time. With a lot of damage taken on his part and several amounts of the attack overflowing into his actual vitality, the rest of the party made their best efforts to enter, with a few obstacles to overcome. As they eventually and overall succeeded on entering in and taking care of these students and their professor, they looted the corpses, and they prepared for a rest. While this was going on, Elsyan noticed that Feng was in a bit of distress as he was on the landing. With Aurum and Bee guarding the ways up from the staircase, Feng could hear things as Felipe flew up the stairs and returned to Queglod, informing them that there were undead downstairs on the lower landing. Party choosing what to do, Elsyan and Bern snuck out onto the upper landing and devised a cunning plan to pour ball bearings down one of the staircases when there are two.
Okay.
I was not involved in this plan.
Listen here. I was going to get to the other one, but someone
I
got
was not
impaled.
involved in this plan.
As the ball bearings clattered on the surface of the stairs, tinking down and making not a huge amount of noise, but enough, there was a light rush of air. As Feng looked onwards with Queglod, as you both look out into the main landing area for this upper floor, as you watch as a spectral hand erupts from Bern's chest, tearing straight through his side and torso, 5 knived fingers sticking out, dripping with blood down the surface of Bern's chest, as he has been impaled, taking a large portion of damage before it pulls its hand back, and the red glow of the gem in its head dissipates with the rest of its form, as it returns to invisibility. I'd like you to roll initiative,
Of course you would.
Oh, not
Before
again.
combat. Oh no.
Now, I would like to remind you, those of you who are currently in the room and not aware of this, so not Queglod or Feng, you are currently in the position where you are preparing for a rest. This means that you are currently surprised. If you wish to prevent your rest and you wish to stand back up and move in, you can. Otherwise, you are currently suffering with the surprise condition. Therefore, you will not get your first round. So,
I'll get up.
Until it gets to your turn, and then you get a reaction, boys.
yep, and that's it. All right, so 25.
15. I rolled like a positive number on my initiative score.
I rolled a 9.
Nice. Oh no.
Okay,
15.
so 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
19.
15.
15 as well.
On Sasha. And Bern, 10 to 5. Or 15 to 10, sorry.
I got 13.
10.
10 on Malcom. Elsyan got a 9.
A 9.
Now I need to roll for them. Okay. So now I need to reorganize this slightly.
Oh god.
Pretty decent initiatives overall. Bye.
I rolled a 9.
Could be worse,
Plus
but
3 to initiative.
yeah, didn't do too badly on initiative.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Much
Yeah.
worse.
Could have rolled nat ones.
It's true. Queglod, you are the top of the round. This is the last known location of this Geist. As you saw it go invisible, you return back. You see Feng gasp as he didn't expect any of this happening. You watch as Bern gets impaled through the chest. Bern and Elsyan, you are also suffering from surprise. It's only Queglod and Feng who see this coming.
Motherfucker.
So, Queglod, you are the top of the round. What would you like to do?
Okay. As much as this feels dangerous, I'm going to yell Gast. Or Geist?
Geist.
Gas.
Geist.
For Minecraft.
Oh no, not more gas.
For Minecraft. Oh.
We don't need more gas.
We're all screwed.
I wonder what the hamster sounds like doing. No.
Oh,
no.
Simon,
Okay.
remember what happened to my poor Blaze farm?
What
Guys,
did
now's not the
happen?
time for Minecraft.
Now's not the time.
Okay, this
Don't
is
make me
the
do the
last known
hamster.
location, right?
Hmm?
This is the last. This
Known
is where it
location.
was when it turned invisible.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna blind fire some Eldritch Blasts.
Alright, roll the attack roll with disadvantage, please.
Okay, I'll do this one by one then.
Misses.
Yeah.
Misses, I believe. Yep.
I mean.
Oh yeah, it's a 3. Sorry, I was looking at the 8, like, oh.
No, it's fine.
And misses.
Yeah.
With the... Knowing that the form's there, you shout Geist before you quickly raise your hands and 3 black needles shoot forward as the Eldritch Blasts collide with the wall, each of them leaving their own spatial darkness as they dent the wall, bits of stone spittle shattering away from it. You don't land
Okay.
any hits. It's either
Yes.
not there or it's somewhere nearby, but able to dodge the attacks.
Yeah, and I've no way of being confident which it is. So, that being the case, I'm
Sasha,
back
no
off
likey.
over here.
Okay.
Being sure to try and keep an eye in the direction and direct everyone's attention over there.
Alright, as you move over, the party now made aware of this. You hear the sounds of more blood spattering. As Elsyan,
Oh no.
what's your AC?
20. Obviously.
Obviously.
15. 15.
It still hits.
Do I have my reaction yet?
No.
Damn it.
As this one, standing at the top of the stairs, the hand piercing through you.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Right.
A second one.
This
through the heart, and you're to blame, guys.
you give elves a bad
bad
name.
Oh dear.
He looks friendly. Maybe you'll trip down the stairs. Did you trip down the stairs?
Okay.
No.
I will
No, you
say,
didn't last time.
fairly roll as you take 32 points of piercing damage. as
Sorry?
another blade shoots through this time your chest, breaking through your clothing and mantle as the blades come out the other side. It pulls its hand back, and again the glow dissipates as it
So-
seems to mildly dissipate.
So 32 points of damage, yeah?
Yep.
Wonderful.
And these are the
Are the
last
fish-
known locations of them. Okay. End of that one's turn. Sasha and Bern, you now have your reactions back. Rook, you have your reaction back. Malcom, you have your reaction back. Elsyan, you have your reaction back. And this one's good.
Yay. If I had this earlier, I would have been fine.
This one is going to... Yeah, it's going to go for another strike against you, Bern.
Did Fang actually do anything?
Can I have my reaction?
Oh, that's a good
alright?
point. Fang did. I forgot I need to do... You have your reaction now, yeah. I need to quickly... sort out
Fang
Fang's
pulled out
initiative.
like a fucking AK-47 and just murked these guys.
Okay, Fang got a 12. So he is going to proceed to hide.
How
Nice.
very unthankful.
Mm-hmm.
So proud of him.
Okay. He doesn't have any ranged weapon.
So come up and stab them.
You want Fang to
Give me a
die?
crossbow, you don't use it anyway.
That's a fair point. So, that is a 26 to hit you.
No, it doesn't hit me.
Just telling you what the hit
Wait.
was.
I can't do it.
Even if you had like, even if you had like 2 shields, I think that would still hit you.
Through shields, no, because his AC is actually relatively high. As a forge.
Oh god.
Alrighty then. Quick math.
1 plus 2 is 3.
You take 35 points of slashing damage as this one carves in from the upper portion of your back and scrapes down past your spinal column as you feel it tear through you. And I would now like you to make me an intelligence or a wisdom saving throw of your choice.
Give me a second.
Go for the one that's lowest.
Why?
How much damage was that?
But why?
What did I say? 35? Yes.
35. Let me do some quick math. 35 is 70, so I should be on that one.
I think I find it's maths.
Yay! You know what happens now, Chris?
You die.
2
He blesses
slimes
you.
come out.
2 slimes come out to play.
And they're forced to, right?
They can come out if they want to, if they feel you're in danger, which I'm pretty sure they do. Why do I not know?
Nah, he's fine, mate. He's fine. He's chill. He's
Just a
good.
flesh wound.
A
Tis-
big flesh wound that
Tis
goes
but a
right
flesh
through.
wound.
It is just a flesh wound.
Alright, and
I
they
said
go,
intelligence or wisdom save.
and they go on your
Your
initiative.
choice.
Yes, intelligence of wisdom save or of your choice.
Can we swap them around? Look at that.
Alright,
Thank
fine.
you.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go for the intelligence save.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me check if I have any lucky points. I have 2. That's a 40.
Well. Okay, and you take 8 points of psychic damage, and you are currently frightened of this creature, and paralyzed while you don't know where it is.
Oh, I forgot they could do that.
Which means auto crit against you
Oh,
until further notice.
My bad. My bad.
oh shit, that's not great. When does that wear off?
Never. No, when you can't.
Save ends. So once he succeeds on the save of intelligence or wisdom.
Okay, right.
And if he's
So if he fails for 10 decades, he fails for 10 decades.
Ah, so it's not as soon as he can see them, it wears off.
No, if he can see them, he's not paralyzed.
Right.
But he's still
okay.
frightened of them until then.
Yeah.
Oh dear lord. This has gone badly, guys.
End of his turn. Queglod.
Me again.
Mhm.
Okay. Might assume he's gone back invisible.
Hmm?
Might assume he's invisible again now.
Yes. Yeah, both of them are. It's the last known location.
Okay. I mean, I will try again at trying to hit him with Eldritch
Right.
Blast, but I feel like this may not work.
Go ahead and make me an attack roll with disadvantage. Oh, 3 attack.
Okay. Aiming for the same spot again, because it seemed like he didn't move.
Okay. Nope.
5. I believe it's +9, but I'll need to check this.
Do you know? 16 is
yeah,
your...
+9.
As you fire those ones again, they go past, whizzing by, hitting the back wall.
Okay. And last one
oh, yeah, you've
then.
got one more.
Yeah, no.
No. As that last one goes through, you try something fancy, see if you can hit it, if it's gone up or down or something. And as you fire it, it just whiffs and hits more stone.
Okay. Interesting.
End of your turn. Dice's 2 turn. Oh, he has the same
I don't
initiative
know.
as you. This one is going to... Seeing the reinforcement pop up is going to slice food.
Oh. Hey guys, I'm not getting stabbed.
That's a natural 20.
I might get stabbed.
boy.
Oh,
You know-
Max damage.
On the base roll, yeah, I haven't rolled for a sneak attack yet.
Motherfucker. These fuckers have sneak. Oh, of course, these fuckers have sneak attack.
Blue
See what
takes
stuff-
59 points of slashing damage as the
Chris, you
slice
should have rolled 10 more.
as the blades carve through Blue, separating him into smaller chunks. Is Blue down?
No, but if you rolled 10 more, it would have.
Well, don't worry, because I have a second attack.
Oh, fuck my life.
Oh,
That is
Luke's gonna die.
That is an
That's
18
fun.
to hit. Does that hit Blue?
No.
No.
Oh my god.
As it goes and takes the slice against Blue, seeing it this time, dodges out of the way, the slime form of it molding away, and then bringing it back as you sense it moving away. Blood, Bern, and Elsyan, and Aurum. You may make attack of opportunities if you wish, with disadvantage.
I will.
This will use up your reaction. Keep that in
No,
mind.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I need my action.
Bern, would you like to?
Huh? Can I do one with my weapon? I don't know where my weapon is. It should be on me, but
Yeah, it's
Something
on
else.
it's on your current location, so you can with your weapon, but keep in mind it will use your reaction.
not like I can use my reaction for anything else.
Okay, so make an attack roll with disadvantage. Is Aurum? That's
Yes,
yes. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll with disadvantage.
I already did.
Oh, you did.
The 20 hit.
20 does hit. Yes.
Okay. And I'm using the grapple.
You can't. It's not your turn. No, it's a meta magic which requires you to make the attack as part of your turn.
Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit. Yes. And Blood, is Blood making an attack again?
10 piercing.
10 piercing. Magical?
I
I want to say it is.
can't remember if we.
I think it is. Go for that for now.
Okay.
Okay. And is Blood? Bern, are you there?
Oh, sorry, what?
Is Blood making attack of opportunity?
Let me check if he can do anything else. I don't think he can.
And what was the damage on the weapon?
I'm doing it now. +6.
621. Okay.
+7, sorry.
So 22. Okay. And Blood?
Yeah, I'm just checking that roll. Dude is. Yeah, he is. So, Blue.
Oh, and my mistake. Conductive magic can use. You can use 3 sorcery points to grapple it until the end of your next turn if you wish.
Okay, so I can use it?
You
on
can
him?
use it, yes.
Okay, yes, they are magical.
Yeah, I'll do that. Does that still give disadvantage on Blue or no?
That would
Because
still be
he's
disadvantage on hit because it's still invisible. Yeah. Grapple doesn't stop invisibility from working.
I know, but like he's stuck in place, so.
Yeah, I understand. Restrained would counter it because of the way restrained works, but grapple doesn't, unfortunately. Okay, and what was Blood's hit?
Blue's hit was. Corner.
10,
17.
So 17 just hits.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Blue's damage is 2d6.
Roll that. Next up on deck will be Sasha and Bern.
That is 10 damage.
10 damage.
Alright, let's work out what thing I'm going to do.
Alright, so. As this thing takes a strike against Blood, one heavy strike, the second missing, it realizes it's caught itself between quite a few enemies. As it backs out, as it attempts to back out of the way, Aurum takes a bite against its lower ankle, stopping it in place alongside a spear that pierces through a portion of its shoulder, just grazing it, but enough to allow the ethereal chains to wrap around it, holding it in place. As they proceed to do so, Blood takes one heavy swing and strikes against it. You have a better guess of where your opponent is, as that one is grappled in place. So,
Is this a green or the blue one?
the green.
Okay.
So, Sasha and Bern, your turn. You can decide who goes first.
I'll go.
yeah, you
That's
go
okay. Because I just got the one thing to do, really. And
You hear the
it
commotion
sucks.
going on outside, you heard Queglod shout Geist, and you saw Feng dive behind a table.
Fucking thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
this thing.
It's like there where I can get to, right?
5, yes.
Right. So I can see neither of these things. However, I can see the mostly dying Sam and Infernal. Yeah.
Yes, the closest thing you can see is a chain currently coming out of Bern's chest and wrapping around some form. It's still invisible, so you can't see it, but you know that this one is roughly there. This one,
Right.
as far as you're concerned, it's not there.
You can see a lot of blood coming out of Bern.
Yeah. Don't worry. What are your hit points at, boys?
Okay, don't heal me.
I'm at 34 out of 79.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Ow.
Don't heal me.
Okay, I won't heal you then.
How?
Do you want me to heal Blood? That's a question. Can I heal Blood?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Hey.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'm using the 6th level spell Heal. 20 to Blood, 20 to Sam, 30 to me, because I get the feeling I'm going to get hit a lot.
So how much to me?
20.
You divide heal?
Yeah.
Isn't heal to one person or is it distributed?
Yeah, I thought it was to one person.
Oh, no, I might be thinking of mass heal.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're thinking
okay.
of.
That's a 6th. Yeah, it's choose a creature. Yeah, mass heal's the
Okay,
one where you
then.
can divide 700 hit points among.
Yeah, sorry, I got them mixed up.
No, that's fair.
Well, in that case,
Oh. Don't worry about me. I've got a plan.
alright, I guess I'm just going to heal myself for 70 hit points.
Oh my god.
Very cool.
Runs up. Do you need healing? Bern. No, I'm fine. Blood. Yeah, Elsyan, I got a plan. Alright then. Smack self.
Blue needs healing. You didn't say
Although
no.
I'm not confident in my plan. I'm just gonna say, but I want to. Just a quick question. This will make my plan. What sort of action does it take to drink a potion you have on you?
Bonus action if it's to you. Action if it's to somebody else.
Excellent. My plan will work.
Cool.
My plan: drink a potion.
Yes. A greater potion.
It's a flawless plan.
It's not flawless.
I'm really
I mean-
healthy now.
Rook, you're probably overdosed on all kinds of potions at this point with the amount
I
you've
know.
just chugged all the time.
I know potions off the back of my head.
Alright, so, Sasha, you rush up, you can hear the commotion going on outside, you don't see any enemies around, you see two very injured allies, and you're like, they're probably fine. Smash your chest as you heal 70 hit points. Bern, your turn.
What can I do to this guy?
Bye, Sam.
Sam died?
He's dying.
Oh, he died.
He did.
Oh.
No. Was that Elsyan's plan?
Yep. Run
Bonus
away.
action, drink a
With the other
potion.
part.
Action, disengage from Discord.
I'm not here, it's
Yeah,
not
so
gonna
just
happen.
leave Discord and hope everything
action
else
is-
goes well.
My action is run away.
He's not wrong though, because if I'm playing an NPC, I typically forget to attack them.
Okay. Does disintegrate work on constructs? Should, right?
It works on anything.
Okay.
It's just the damage that you need to worry about, if it has anything to do with that.
Damage?
It's
Yeah,
necrotic
Unless
then.
disintegrate says, does this damage? So,
Oh, yeah.
let's say for example it does piercing damage, that matters.
Let me read what the disintegrate does. That's in spell 6.
Rather force or necrotic.
Necrotic, I would.
It's
Consider
force.
the new damage type.
Force.
Necrotic.
Force.
No
Does
fortic.
force work on? It should, right?
Hmm?
Force should work on constructs, right?
Back in a sec, guys.
You've seen it work. Yeah, Bern was there for that. You know that force works on all or it should work on most constructs, but you having so far your construct encounters have consisted of one that was immune and another which was resistant.
Which one was immune?
The one that when you went into the Illithid nest, the constructs belonging to the Aboleth.
Oh, those guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are different kind. And I would assume these are also resistant to necrotic. More resistant than force, I guess.
Maybe? I don't know.
Fuck. This guy. Fuck. Yeah.
Is that
I-
yeah? I'm casting disintegrate or
Yes.
does it specify you have to see the target?
Let me check. Let's
Actually,
check.
no. If you're casting it at green, it doesn't matter because you have to touch
Also, I'm casting it through my thingy. So
your chain, so you don't need to worry about the target. Are
Yep.
you casting Disintegrate?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of save is this?
Dex save.
Dex save.
Yeah. Gonna be good at it.
That is a 24.
Yeah, that's a success.
That's good.
12d6 plus. Where's my d6s?
Right off.
How many
No.
is this? 3, 6, 9, 10, 2. $37 plus 40.
37 plus 40?
70.
Hmm?
77.
77 points of force damage or necrotic. What was that?
Of course.
Force. As you reach down and you grab the chain, you watch as it rushes towards the form of the Geist there. As it wraps around it, the disintegration burning off portions of it, you watch as bits of cloth begin to fall away from the outside of the Geist as it takes the full hit of that. As you watch as its invisibility drops, it staggers for a moment from the force of the blow. The chains unravel around it, and it stands there, bits of it falling apart. You can see the shiny interior of the spiritual essence rushing through it as it staggers, and it looks about the rest of you with beady intent, noticing the severe damage it seems to have taken. Rook.
And my bonus action is gonna be temporary hit point.
Okay. So, Blood and Vira are going to act of their own accord, as you did not give them orders.
Wait, I need to use my bonus action for that?
Yep.
Or... Okay.
So, Blood is going to turn around and hit this Geist. Make one attack
also
roll
gonna
and the damage roll. Also going to what?
Second wind.
He's also going to second wind. Okay. Queens. Let's go text. Sam, are you there?
Are you attacking?
Yes, I should be here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I just got your text saying your PC crashed.
Oh,
Am I rolling attacks or are you?
You're rolling the attacks and the damage, just because you've got them on hand.
you didn't even notice I was gone.
Noticed
We
you were
did.
gone. It's just, I was like...
18 to hit.
18 to
18 to
hit? Hits.
Yep.
And damage.
That's 7.
7 damage. Okay.
That's second attack.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Hits.
13.
Damage. Okay, it's looking very weak.
Um,
As it takes those 2 large cuts against it, or you watch as Blood begins to suck up some of the blood from the ground around him, as it begins to re-enter into him as he uses his second wind. You can restore hit points for that. Vira, on the other hand, seeing what is going on and seeing that this target is currently visible and doesn't really have anything else to do, is going to proceed to cast. Now, Vira, remember correctly, Vira's in your character sheet, isn't she?
Yep.
And did I give you her spell list yet?
Yes, you did.
I did, okay.
She can.
Does she know Cure Wounds? That's the main thing I want to know.
Yes.
She is going to proceed to wrap her hand around you.
Not me.
Hmm?
Not me. I can't be healed.
Usually. And is going to cast Cure Wounds on. Okay. So, these? So I don't get to roll these.
What do you mean usually?
I don't usually get to. I don't have mobs. You heal for 10 hit points, and Vira takes 5 points of damage.
Wait, what?
Ah,
Wait.
I see.
Something I don't know.
Yes, she's a slime.
Burns. Nice.
Slimes have a slightly different meta tools. But yes, as Rook did very much say there from the back of the pack, a ways away, shouts
no.
life transference down the hall.
Oh, okay. Wait.
It's not the life transference spell. She can do something where she
Yeah.
takes damage in order to heal you. So she takes
Yeah,
fire.
but does that count as healing because I have the bracers?
Oh, that's correct. I forgot about
Yes,
that.
that's why I said I can't be healed.
Ah, okay, it's not because you were a vampire. Got it.
Yes.
In which case, Elsyan, you take 10 points of healing. And she doesn't
Yay!
and she doesn't take any damage.
Oh god, I've got to get back in my character shape. I've
Alright.
broke this.
It's because you tried to use the voice change.
I don't doubt it, honestly.
Okay. Rook, you're at the back of the pack, you can hear all the commotion going outside, you watch as Fang runs in, dies behind a table. Queglod steps out, fires a flurry of Eldritch blasts through the door, and you watch as Sasha runs out before you hear the sound of healing.
Hey, I heard the healing. All is good in the world. But to be honest, it's going to take an entire move and a half to be able to at least, and that's with dash, to be able to at least get out of here. Ah, okay. How far can I get with dash?
70 feet, I believe?
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 65. 65 you could get, or 70 you could get here, sorry.
Okay.
Right next to it.
Ping.
Ping!
Do I know this thing's here?
Nope. However, that is the maximum of your movement, so you just screech to a halt outside the door, you quickly look around, don't see anything, except for this
So
one,
that's not
which is
much,
currently
not
standing
much point
there.
in me using
Very.
action.
Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. What's up?
No, not too.
Because I don't know it's there.
You'd have no idea.
Excellent.
Fang's
I-
turn!
Do I still get
Cow.
my bonus action?
Yes.
Cool, I'm going to use my second wind.
Okay.
No. 'Cause why not? Right. Oh god, it's been so long since I used this.
D10 plus your fighter level, which is 12. So,
Which
D10
one's a
plus 12.
D10?
the green
It's a
one.
green one, isn't it?
Okay. Fang's turn. Fang is going to continue hiding.
22.
Um, Malcolm, your turn. Do you want me to handle B and Aurum first, seeing as they're...
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
No. I'm gonna walk up here,
Have you checked your hit points?
and my hit points are low. I know. That's why I'm just walking here.
Alright, good. Just making sure.
It's more of a lumber than
I'm
a
gonna-
walk.
Yeah.
I slowly drag
So you
my
went to my
corpse.
character sheet to see the spells.
Yeah.
It's like, why is Chris in my character?
Because I
I
want to look at
I send out
Malcolm, if you
Feather
need healing,
to tell B and Aurum to, since I heard that they were geists from Queglod, to hold their actions until the geists attack.
Okay.
Gonna say it both to them in Draconic.
Okay, so until they attack.
Yes, because they become uninvisible when they.
Green is not.
And I,
Let's say until
yes,
they
but I
become
can't
visible.
see that.
Oh,
I
you
can't
can't
see
see
that.
that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Because the door's here, so his angle of view would be
Yeah.
that at the moment, effectively.
Yeah.
Case scenario, it would be
He
that.
was all the
so-
way back.
Malcolm, could we just, well, Sudz, but like to the character Malcolm, would it not be better to say when they become visible? Because that way, if we hit them and they become visible by sheer luck, and they become visible from that, your attack will go off rather than.
I mean, would that work? I don't know.
If you want to, yeah. You'd be shouting out into the hallway, attack once they become visible.
Oh, okay. And yeah, that then.
In such a case, Aurum will take an attack against the Geist. Go ahead and roll. Has advantage because
no.
Elsyan is there.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. And then-
God, I've got multiple plans that I need to do.
Why are you rolling with... Yep, so with advantage, that is a 12 plus...
Aurum. That is +8.
Okay, that hits, and don't bother rolling damage, it has 2 hit points.
Okay.
Okay. As this one disintegrates, you watch as it begins to fall apart, the rags falling to the ground, the red scarf burning up around it. The blades collapse and quickly rust as the red gem falls, now sits within the pile of robes, pile of cloth. Middle.
Shit, I can't remember what to do with the fucking stones. Do we smash them or not?
B can't see anything, and so therefore won't do anything.
Yeah. I got a question. With holding the actions, does that allow multi-attack to go off, or
It usually will, yes.
extra attack? Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, if you're holding your action to multi-attack, then you're allowed to do that. That's it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Then that's what B's doing, since they have... My companions have extra attack now.
Okay. Elsyan, it is your turn. You cannot see anything. As in, you can't see any enemies, I should say.
Oh, bugger. Okay.
You do.
This was the last location of that one, but otherwise you don't know where it went.
And the other one?
Is disintegrated.
Okay, cool. So, nothing to... Don't have to worry about that for now. I'm guessing... For my psychic disciplines, I don't need to see it, do I? Nothing specify I do.
If it's choosing a target, then yes. If it's choosing an area, then no.
Choose a... damn it. I was going to try and do psychic phantoms, but that's not going to work. I was thinking of doing something other than psychic assault for once.
But why though?
Because it can do some good shit, like make them attack each other. But one of them's disintegrated, so that doesn't matter anyway. At least incentivized to attack each other, as it's stated here. Oh, God, that changed.
Otherwise they take damage.
But first things first, I'm going to use a bonus action to drink a greater healing potion.
Go ahead. Roll your 44 plus 4.
It's not a...
So,
Oh fuck, you're right. I don't have D4s. I don't have...
there you go.
I have never needed these peasant dice.
You can yoink mine. Hey, you're not getting any more temporary hit points then.
11 plus 4, so that gets
15.
me... Nice. Doubt, I needed 10 more. That'll be a 69. Nice. Okay then, that's my bonus action done. Fuck it. Like Harlan said, why not? I am going to just bombard the entire area as much as I can with psychic assault.
Okay.
So yeah.
What level would you like to cast it at?
Chris, why do you ask silly questions?
Maximum.
I've already changed myself onto that. So, just give me both of these. Can I hit friendly creatures?
Yes.
Who's willing to die today?
Not me.
No one.
Well, tough shit, Harlan. For just
I think Elsyan's the only one.
I'm not even one. And can I
How
get
would it even get there? Would it climb over him, over Rook?
I don't know. You know what? To be quite fair, that's probably the only spot it can be in. So do it like that, which may or may not hit something. I don't know. I reckon that can work. Fuck it, we'll see what happens.
So you're gonna put the 2 area of effects there.
A little over here.
Fun. What was that?
Could you move the other one here to get these spaces, maybe?
He can. It will hit the tile, but yes, I understand where you're.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get.
Yeah, because otherwise. Oh no, it did work. Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Cool.
So then, there's that. Right, and I'm also. How often can I do? Oh, once for short rest. I've already done it once. So ignore me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
It is a large number, isn't it? It is.
For 7 side points, it's 78.
Yes. Hence why I've got 7 here. Oh, 27.
Yep, 27.
bad. Not
As you
Not
quickly
terrible,
strike
though.
out with your mental effects.
Witness your doom!
You,
Sorry. Ooh.
You're not sure. With the uncertainty of where it might be, you aren't sure if you hit it. You don't know. You didn't
Motherfucker.
fence a psychic presence within there, but it might just be masking.
So my massive insight or perception doesn't help.
Nope.
Didn't think so. Okay then. With that, can I pass Vera to get into the room?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run away.
Of course you are.
Just as bad as Fang.
So it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, another 5 foot.
Wait, well, no, even better. Hiding behind the dwarf.
Nice.
I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of people in this party who can take a hit from one of these things. and
Okay.
I'm not one of them.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Passive perceptions, please.
22.
I'd imagine 15.
Well, actually, I've got my list here, but I just needed Sam's 'cause it's still so vague.
Give me a second. I need to.
14, 10,
grab my phone.
22, 9, 15, 11. Okay.
19.
As the Geist's turn comes round, it doesn't attack. Okay, yeah, you have 19. You got updated. Okay. You don't know where it is. You listen as you wait for the next attack to go through. B waits. There is nothing. Queglod,
Ah,
your turn.
shit, I totally could have cast True Sight. Fuck. Ah, well, I'm super healthy now, so I don't
What did
really
you say?
care.
It's your
Chris?
turn.
Nothing.
Nothing happened. The Geist didn't attack last turn, so you're not entirely sure what's going on.
Okay. That being the case,
We've established that it doesn't become intangible, right?
By intangible, you mean...
It still has physical presence, as in
Yeah.
it is a.
you can't like
physical-
walk through everyone.
No, it can't
Yes.
walk through things now.
Yeah, it is just invisible.
It is just invisible.
Which means I can fairly easily rule out the possibility that it's in here unless it teleported.
But you know it can.
Yeah. Not so certain what Felipe's doing over there, but he's going to come join me. If he wasn't, he probably should have been with me before then, but he is here now. Then, can I even do very much?
It's up to you.
I can't really shoot past anything.
You can, you just might hit Elsyan.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to move here though, Rook's kind of in the way.
Gonna shoot
We
Rook
might
all
hit
right
Rook.
up the arse.
Yeah. Then
Or
suppose I
fire
could
it, or
shoot
burn.
over here as. Okay, I'm gonna hold my action to cast Eldritch Blast when I have a reasonable shot on the ghost. When I can see it, basically.
Okay, Sasha?
Depending on what shot I have, I may choose not to take it.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Right. Quick reminder. We remember this thing can't be like takes half damage from non-magical weaponry.
Correct.
Right.
That
Okay,
sounds-
just thought I'd triple check that. I'm not using
I'm back.
holy weapon because that would suck real bad if it didn't work. I thought I had a plan and then it didn't. Right. I'm gonna be a healer for once in my fucking life.
Wait, what's this? The Cleric is healing?
I know. I'm surprised as well.
Hey, you want to know what a better
Come
form
on.
of healing is? Just stick your plate armor on someone.
Don't do it to me. I don't know what not having proficiency in
Right.
certain type of armor does to my silence. I don't want to find
Fifth
out.
level cure wounds
You're
on
reverberating,
him.
Sam.
Fifth level cure wounds,
What? On who?
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say yourself, but okay, go ahead.
My set. No, I'm not that much of a twat.
Alright, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your 5th level cure wounds on Malcolm. Burn.
6. Could I have 6 or 5d8?
It's 5d8 for 5th level.
Yeah, could I have 5d8? Because I can't.
Go ahead.
Oh, there they are. Sorry, I was like looking only over in the that bit.
No worries. Burn, what would you like to do?
Have 18. Have 23 points of healing, Malcolm.
You're welcome.
Kiss them boo boos.
Are we taking a long or short rest, by the way?
Oh, this is what happened when we tried to take a short rest.
No, this is what happened when we tried to take a long rest.
This is what happened when you decided to throw some marbles down the floor.
I was setting up defenses.
They were Christmas baubles and it was themed.
Uh-huh. And look what came out of it.
Everyone.
Merry
We're
Christmas.
fine.
Stab to the gut. Yay.
Question. How are we? Is the combat over or what?
I'm going through one round to see, because if it doesn't attack you, then combat's over.
I'm
But
not
you don't know
gonna
where it is.
move because I'm not proccing on opportunity attacks. I'm gonna have.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. Make me a wisdom or intelligence saving throw.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You should have made one last turn as well, so I'll allow you to make 2 of them. Keep them separate. Okay, you're fine. You overcome not knowing where it is. You hold your ground.
Oh, am I gonna know where it is now?
No, you're just no longer frightened. Speaking of which, that should have affected last round because you shouldn't have been able to cast Disintegrate because you were paralyzed. But
That's
no,
true.
oh, wait.
Well, I would have rolled a nat 20 anyway.
yeah. Alright. Well, it'll be the end of your turn, so. But anyway. So,
if...
Rook,
Oh, is that
Bang,
at the end?
Malcom, Elsyan, would you like to do anything?
Are there stones or anything by my feet?
From Queglod's blast, yep, there are plenty of stones in this vicinity which have been scattered from the wall behind.
Do I still have my turn or no?
Yeah.
Gonna have a blue attack here and here.
Go ahead and make 2 attacks with disadvantage.
That's a +7, so 22.
Okay. Misses.
Not even there, is he? He's gone. It's all just Chris messing with us.
Not enough. 11.
Okay. Also misses.
This one, the last one time he was here, right?
Yeah, last time you remember.
I'll have my weapon attack here then.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll with disadvantage. Okay. As your weapon swings out, there is a moment where it carves through the air and you're like, oh, it's slowing down, it's going to hit something. And then it collides into the stone. And it's now stuck.
Nice.
So, Fang on his turn,
I'm
get up
casting
from behind the desk, look over, see what's going on. Malcom?
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam in this box.
I mean,
What level?
Just second.
Cast the moonbeam. Seems to happen. It's shiny and it shimmers. You watch as Blood flinches for a second as he attacked just there, and suddenly something appears. Rook.
just move it around like a goddamn sensor.
I have to use my action to move it.
Yeah, that's the advantage of Flame Sphere, as I found out. It uses a bonus action to move it.
It's still a pretty shit spell under most circumstances.
Under most circumstances, yes, but you can just leave it against a gate of a city and wait for the gate to burn down.
I mean, the
This
fact
is
that
true.
you can get something out of it with the bonus action means, at least at the point where you first unlock it, it's not terrible. Because it has that
I
extra
can't-
utility.
I
Guys,
cast
you
a
can could be
9th level
worse.
spell. Flame Sphere.
It could be worse. Could be True Strike.
Yep, always refer back to True Strike.
Such a great spell.
True Strike has a single use, and it's when Warlock Hexblade Warriors don't exist.
15.
It's when flanking doesn't exist.
also
It's when a little bit of persuasive talking on the player's part doesn't exist.
grabbing the DM
I'm
with
just
a
gonna
$5
focus on trying to listen for it.
bill. Okay, make me a perception check, and Rook, what would you like to do? Said you're about picking up stones
Yeah, I was gonna grab as many stones and just fling them this direction.
in that arc.
Yeah, this way. So I know,
Okay,
like,
go ahead and roll me.
that way.
Go ahead and roll me a general D20 check.
14.
14. You throw them out. They scatter against the wall, the stone and the walls.
I don't know what you people are doing. I've honestly no idea. Like,
Malcom,
come out
perception?
here, no fighting. What is going on?
Geists impaled me.
Only 13, so. I don't
13?
think-
Okay. I will say that's enough. As you look around with your perception, you notice that the gem that was on the rags is gone, but you do not see the geist anymore.
I knew we should have smashed it.
I mean, we were.
Why
a little
didn't you
busy.
say anything?
I did say something. I said I can't remember if we need to smash it or not.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, also, when would we have smashed it?
I don't know.
Also true.
I don't know. The slime people might have wanted to do it. I don't. Look.
Slime
look.
people were too busy trying to deal with the one that wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Ladies, we can argue later.
You're both pretty.
Oh,
now
shut up, you.
Okay.
Alright.
Do we?
It seems
do we
like
plan to
You're
try and
both
re-
pretty.
Okay.
do we
So
plan
we
to try
As
and
far
rest
as you're aware, the danger is over.
I hate it how you say that, Chris.
I'm gonna turn around and tell to Queglod. Could you not see if they're here with your detect magic?
I can.
Okay,
have a
that's
go.
actually a pretty good idea.
I'll give it a go. I will activate detect magic.
Okay. As you cast detect magic, focus for a moment as you look around. General glow of your companions' magical weapons as well as your own. Take a quick look around. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Got Felipe with me, so that should be. Yeah, that's +4, so 16.
16. Looking around with your vision, you look around the room, you look back at Fang, you see Fang is not magical at all. You see some of the corpses where there used to be a very light magical signature on the collar of each of their items. You picked this up before as the insignia which marks them as students here. You note a few things. The stone here is ever so lightly magical with a mild abjuration magic. I will double check versus the effect. I believe it's a mild abjuration magic. Other than that, there is no other magical effects. The other magic that you notice is when Blood and Vira go back into Bern's body, you watch as there is a rather vast necrotic energy that oozes from him as it happens. As you know, they possess his body once again.
Yes. Okay, I don't see anything here. I can
You
keep
check the
moving
entire
it
room.
for him, but
And not
No,
abjuration, it is
yeah, I'll
evocation.
move.
Just check this area
And then,
and the entire room back here.
okay. Anything in this area, Chris?
In this vicinity, there doesn't seem to be anything. The rags give off a mild magical trace, but
okay,
that
that's
is
to be
about.
expected. But
And checking the
And
back,
I'll,
back
yeah,
of
do
the
a
room,
check of the room.
there's nothing that you've missed up there.
Okay.
Also, the magic that you detect from the floor is evocation, not abjuration.
Evocation.
Has abjuration
that's,
elements,
That's
but-
more interesting.
Mostly evocation.
Alright.
Going back to my
Can
chair.
we locate the door?
If you would like to try, go ahead. Were you going to barricade it?
Oh,
Fucking
shut shut
bookshelf,
it, and I'll
probably.
put my axe against
I
it.
use my
Well,
line.
We have bookshelves, guys.
I get everybody in and I use my line across the doorway.
Or line?
Yes, the cord.
I'll go
Nice.
then.
Alarm.
alarm string stuff.
Yeah, the
Ah,
alarm
yes.
string.
Okay.
Oh, do we know about
That's a good question. Where is
Wonderful.
Arachne? She was supposed to be up here, but she's not here.
I think I remember.
She hid downstairs outside of the thingy.
Yeah.
I told her to come up as soon as something was coming, and she came up.
I probably just forgot about her then, or accidentally deleted the tile. No, she's just down here. I must have forgotten to move her. There you go. Actually, she make me a Constitution check for Arachne to see if she can get through the door without being crushed.
Constitution. With without being crushed?
Without her crushing herself, because she's got to try and get through the door as a large creature, which is meant for medium-sized creatures.
I mean, can you use enlarge reduce on her? Real quick?
Sure, I'll enlarge reduce her.
Okay.
And I'm not enlarging.
Aww.
Mm,
Okay.
shit.
And we'll say that she is small when she makes her way in. She'd position herself in the room. Okay. So, you have brought everybody in. What were you doing again?
Should we put
Uh,
a shelf and then the
Yeah,
line
alarming the
on
door and then
bookshelf?
putting a shelf blocking.
Okay. Who's moving the shelf?
I'll move the bookshelf. That's not a problem.
Go ahead and make me a athletics check, please.
Yeah, sure.
In that case, can I do it on the outside?
8 plus 2, fucking
The alarm
10.
thread?
The thread? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Where's the
I
thread
want to set it up kind of like this.
Okay, set up the thread on the outside. As you go to grab the shelf, you place your hands on the side and you begin to attempt to try and slide it. It seems to be bolted to the wall, or bolted in place.
Why not just use tables, like they did?
No,
Also
bookshelf
true.
is better. Let me help you. Sasha goes over to help.
Make me an athletics check.
He can yank it out of the wall.
Yep. I'm just getting down because my thing's a bit laggy.
That's fine.
With two of us there, do we get advantage or?
Rook's already made his check, so you make your check separate.
Can I bash the pin?
No.
As Rook tugs on it, and Sasha rolls up her sleeves and goes, "Let me try." You go and you grab the shelf and you try to pull it. It's still bolted to the wall.
You can use the
Wait,
table, yes.
wait. Can I get my smith's tools and like try and find these bolts? I'm gonna fucking move this shelf. if it's
Roll
the
me
last
an
thing I
investigation check, please. Using your smith's tools for proficiency.
What direction does the door open? Inwards.
Door opens inwards.
Can I just wedge my axe against it?
Oh, that does something. I don't know what my tools
With
mean.
proficiency, it will be +4. You have a -1 from intelligence, so that would be an 18.
But 18.
Using your smith's tools and using a little bit of brain power, you look around the back of the bookshelf, and there you see 2 large bolts sticking into the wall. You finally get your smith's tools, you grab the chisel and you hit it hard with the hammer. You hear a snapping sound, and as Rook's pulling against it, it hinges slightly, twisting to one side. You hear a cracking and snapping sound as wood breaks, and the other bolt obviously can't hold the bookcase in place as it is. You now have a bookcase. All the books fall off, swinging towards you, Rook, falling out along the floor here.
Oh no, paper cuts. So the
Right,
worst. of
there you
things-
go.
Oh, time to
Okay.
roll for 1d100 for how many paper cuts you take.
I would do that as well, just for the lols.
I would make the argument he has fur
And armor. Yeah, I know.
and armor. And as we
Between the
all know,
fingers.
paper
Just be
cuts
glad
are
I
a
can't
crit.
critically hit with paper cuts.
Oh, it's fine. They don't hurt anyway. But oh god. Okay, well I'll move the bookshelf to the door then.
Okay. You move the bookshelf to the door. As you move up, you slide it through. You can hear the grinding of wood on stone as the bookshelf is just about the right size to fit through the wall as you jam it against the door. There's the screeching as it does so. If anything didn't know you were here, it now does. As it screeches and you jam it against the door. You look at your masterpiece of work, pat your hands together, turn back round, and you walk towards the rest of the party. So, you are all currently boxed into a room.
I am gonna go and sit on a chair. I'm
Perfect.
Gonna go and
This
sit
can
on-
only end badly.
I'm gonna
This
look at
chair.
the. I'm going to look at all the other shelves, and if they are bolted, I'm bolt them in case we require more shelves.
Okay. Roll me a investigation check again. I'll say for this. This is for the remainder of the shelves.
Any bolts?
Okay.
Oh,
Natural 20, you go around all of them, you look, you find the bolts, they're in the exact same place. Chisel, hammer, and within, I'll say, 4 minutes, you manage to successfully break all the bolts off of each of the bookshelves, and they're now all freestanding. Some of them are swinging. but they
Nice.
are otherwise.
Everybody, side of the room, but we now have movable bookshelves. So, you know, we need more barricades.
Elsyan, you gonna
Alright.
stand watch, or are you gonna?
Mm.
Amidst the dead
I
corpses of the
forgot I was
students, which are bleeding out along with the zombie mess that's down here.
Just going to
I'm
move
gonna
these
just
over.
lay on a table.
Elsyan isn't going to stand watch. He's gonna
Okay.
see if there's
Gonna
anything he
go
can do that will
read
help
the
him, and if
Okay.
not, he's
Come
going
on.
to read his book.
Just Sasha's just dragging these corpses over into a corner so we don't have to smell them.
Okay. Drag all the corpses over into a corner. You turn the tables upright to sleep on them if you wish. Malcolm, you huddle in the back area. Are you taking a long rest or a short rest?
Long, please.
Okay, if it's how long does
If it's a long
enlarge-
rest, we should definitely set up the hut.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, actually.
remember the reason why you weren't going to be able to set up the hut was because it has not been enough time for it to recharge.
Oh yeah, true. How long has it been?
It has been, if I remember correctly, you took a little bit of time deliberating entering. You then entered into this place and you did a little bit of fighting, a little bit of investigating. So I'd say it's been 4 hours since you woke up. That means you've got another 4 hours until you can use it.
Okay, well, we can't use the hut, and there is absolutely no way we're taking a long rest without it.
So let's take a short rest because
And then see where that puts us.
yeah,
How are people doing spell slot wise?
I'm doing
Not too
alright.
well.
I have
Not
all of my
100%, obviously, but
I need to be a bit more conservative
Uh,
with 5 points.
No
but
second, no
fine.
third, no sixth.
Huh. No, that's
No
a new
HP.
problem.
Well, as far as HP, people can spend like all of their hit die if they need to.
Oh yeah, hit die. Pretty valid point.
So we're taking
Mustn't
a short
allow.
rest then?
I
Doesn't
think
seem
we're
like we
gonna
have much of a choice.
we can't risk a long rest.
Someone remind me how hit die work.
Roll a d10, add your constitution modifier because of you and
Well,
the amulet you're
we
wearing.
can-
it's doubled.
We
roll
can
as many d10 as
we can
you-
take a short rest now, explore the rest of this area for the other 3 hours, then take a short rest.
I'll take a long rest.
Yeah, take it easy for a bit.
Yeah.
Don't.
We don't have to. It's not much of a time limit here. Like, if we don't get this done by today, the world is doomed.
Well,
I mean, clearly we don't want to be pretending too long on this, but
Obviously, but
there's not an explicit time limit as far as I know.
the only thing that could happen is they bring more reinforcement.
yeah, which we're gonna have to deal with if we take a short or long rest anyway,
10 plus 4,
if it is coming at all. And short rest means we're more likely to be
2,
relatively ready for something instead of just resting.
28.
Rook,
I
just
know,
remember
but-
that you double the amount you roll,
Yeah.
or the amount total you get. So there you got 14, so you're dealing 28.
D8. Perfect, I'm full health now. And 2 hit die. Nice.
Everybody else, you want to start rolling hit die?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll take a short rest. We'll take a
Actually,
short
I'm
rest.
good. For some reason, I appear to be
Of course
almost at full health.
Okay, I will say, Sasha, if you're not going to
No.
be taking a short rest, go ahead and roll me. I'll say
No, I will take one. I will actually take one just to get myself to full health.
Right.
Wow.
5. 1.
Did you have the durable feat, Infernal?
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay.
Oh, I do.
So that means that the minimum
Yep,
you
full
roll
health.
is 6, so you just use them up and heal the static amount, don't you?
We add a con mod to this, don't we?
You add your con mod to it, yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's
which
minimum
does.
of twice your con.
Con mod plus for every
So-
hit die.
So
yeah.
for you, Infernal, the
It's
minimum
10,
you can
10,
roll
10.
is 6. So it's this. These are
Yeah,
6s.
so it's 11 and 3 10s.
No, it's 11 and 3 11s. Because the minimum you can roll is equal to twice your constitution.
Oh.
So right now-
So it's 1 plus double my con. Okay.
So right now it's no. Right now
Actually, you know.
you rolled a 1. Therefore, the minimum you can roll is a 10. Therefore, it's a 6. Plus 5, it's 11. If this was 2,
okay.
it'd be the same. Same with this. You don't roll for yours. You
I
just
see.
heal 11 each time.
Okay.
Cool.
So I don't even need to roll.
No, you don't need to roll. You just use the amount that you want to use. Also keep in mind that you do not gain temporary hit points back on this short rest.
Yeah,
Because
I know.
you used your hit die.
Yeah, I know.
So, who is not using hit die during this short rest? Okay, I'll take that as everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used 3.
So,
Alright, does Blue
Back to
succeed
full.
in...
I get my
I
mystical
need to do
recovery.
some math here, so give me a sec.
that's fine.
B and Arachnite aren't.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception checks for them, please, separately, as they would be keeping watch. Fang is going to roll an investigation check, as he's going to take care of looking through the books.
Ah, I have my second win back. That's
Oh,
nice.
Do indeed.
I've got my mystical recovery back. I remember I used it last session.
Oh.
It's
Glad you remember
it's
that.
we- It's weird. It's weird the things you remember. I remember.
Especially since it's been, what, 6 weeks?
Yeah, it's because no. I knew that for some reason I couldn't use mystical recovery, at some point because of this fight. I knew that, so I figured I must have used it then. So either way, it doesn't matter.
Also, go ahead and roll me your d20 for your book. Elsyan?
Ooh, my book, yes. That's
Nice.
17.
Yep. Easily enough, after reading through, you get through the last few pages of your book. You sign the back, you close it, we're done.
I know herbology! Sorry, herbalism. This isn't Harry Potter. I know herbalism!
Well done.
That, that was weird. Now, Sasha, don't suppose you've got any books on smithing, do you?
Why?
I'm just curious. I like learning new skills.
Nope.
Nope. Nope, don't have any
Didn't
books.
you know elves can't learn smithing?
Now, I do know that's a lie. I knew there were a number of elven smiths that that my family purchased items from.
You mean your bitch of a mother?
My bitch of a mother, yes, that's the one.
Right.
Many pointing knives, mostly. Very elegantly made, not this crude, brutal stuff that you make. Fine
All right.
details.
Okay.
I am
Fuck
not.
you.
I am not saying that what you make is of poor quality. Quite the opposite. What I am saying is that it's of a style that is more direct, less subtle.
That was the nicest thing you've ever said to me, and I still somehow feel insulted.
Good. You should. You wouldn't want me to start complimenting you now, would you, Sasha?
No, I'd feel weird about it. All right. How about this? When we get back to a decent forge, like one of your fancy evil knives. All right?
Evil? I never said anything about evil.
They were bought by your bitch of a mother. I assume they're
Okay.
evil.
Okay, no item is inherently evil, Sasha, unless it was made genuinely by a demon, which my mother isn't quite, although she is quite close.
I'm pretty sure my axe is evil. This
No.
thing from my
No,
generation.
yours was
man.
corrupted, so it's
No.
it's evil
It
currently.
became evil, it doesn't start evil. Technicalities, you see.
So
It's-
shall I go? How about this? Nasty. Not one of your nasty knives.
Dirty knives.
You know what?
Dirty, filthy
fine,
knives.
fine. Learning the basics of smithing, I think, could do quite well. I could probably make something better than you.
Oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. Anywho, so, what if we were to, we're holding up here. What if we had a look through some of these books over here?
See the thing is quite happily reading through them.
Can I go investigate what books there are? Now that I finished my book, I feel that empty hole. when
Yeah,
you
I want
finish
to
a
have
book.
Felipe keep one
Mhm.
eye on the door, but I'll probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look, see what books I've got on magic.
Well, you're
Magic.
those of you who are
Just
taking
kicking.
those of you who are taking a short rest. Please remain back, as Felipe is on his own at the moment.
Oh no.
With regards to the watch, 18 and 5, you said. So, both of them keeping watch in the general area. There doesn't seem to be any disturbance. There's no natural sense of anything going wrong. Nothing creeping in the room. You rest perfectly fine. Bang! As he's looking through the books, he looks through a few of them. Looks through them and proceeds to inspect a few of them. He places a few of them and seems to be categorizing them slowly but surely. As he goes over, he looks up, he takes one of the books off of the shelf, kind of a darkish purple spine, opens it up and begins to flip through a few of the pages. Before you watch, he stops. Just slowly closes the book. And I will say, Elsyan and Malcom, with your high perception, you're the only two who notice this is, as he puts the book in his bag and proceeds to carry on searching.
Can I approach Fang?
You may.
Excellent. So, Fang, what you got there? Found anything good?
Found a few things. I've been categorizing them as I go. He turns around to the piles. I've been categorizing them into the various kinds of magic, from what I can gather. Some on basic necromancy, some on more advanced. There seems to be some on the general lore and history of so on. I've been picking up a few of those. I might take some of them with me. Other than that, the rest of it just seems to be mostly necromancer stuff, and quite a lot of it is actually biology and anatomy. So,
Interesting.
Ooh, I love a good bit of biology and anatomy.
You're disgusting, Sasha.
All right, see if I heal you anytime soon.
You don't heal us most of the time anyway, Sasha.
How dare you?
Your small dwarven vein insists on hitting things.
I healed Malcolm not, what was it, like 10 minutes ago?
Okay, you know what I mean.
Because she had nothing else to do.
That's that.
All right, you fuck.
Thank you, Rook. But Fang, what had you got in your bag? What did you just put away there in your bag?
are you saying this so that the rest of the party hears, or?
This is a bit more. This is a bit quieter. Just a Fang.
Okay.
I'm not going to out him in front of the entire party
Okay.
yet.
He
But
looks
I
at-
saw
Now,
him.
do
he
I
looks-
notice him confronting him
You
about
do.
it?
You do.
Okay.
You're currently at the back and react to this.
Hmm.
Are you going to react to anything?
I kind of sort of move a little bit closer just so I can be able to hear what Fang has to say.
Okay. Do you have the observant?
Have the observant feat? No, no, I do not.
Okay. So you will not be able to lip read, so I would like you to make a perception check versus Fang's check.
Oh,
Okay. You have to beat a 24.
hey guys, let's
Okay.
probably shame Fang about the weird book he's got.
Oh,
Is
I
it
hate
porn?
rolling die.
That was a
He's
16.
found a hentai book. And he's not telling us.
As he
Just
as he looks at you, Elsyan, he kind of lowers his head down a bit and moves in a little bit closer. I found information on cursed items.
On cursed items, you say? What particular cursed items?
That's right, you weren't there when I was hired. I have a cursed blade that the party's looking after, and hoping there might be something inside it. If not, I might have information to help Rook. I don't want them knowing. It's something in there. I don't want the others finding out about it.
Oh, you could tell me. I won't tell them. I don't tell them anything.
I'm your friend. Mind whammy, mind whammy,
Roll
mind
me a
whammy.
persuasion check.
See, I'm desperately trying not to just go fuck it, Psychic Inquisition on them. Oh lord, am With my charisma, that ain't good. Oh, it's still a 10. It's still a 10.
Still a 10. You
Got a -1 to
Says-
charisma.
goes, I'd much prefer to keep it a secret.
Hmm.
Maybe another time.
Very well. You keep your secrets.
He continues going through the books. And goes, is there anything you're particularly looking?
No. Okay, right, I'm going to do something stupid.
Gonna drop all bearings on the floor.
No! No, I was more thinking a 2-point Hammer of Inquisition. Yeah, boy.
2-point Hammer of Inquisition?
This is to negate all... obviously doing the thing to negate all damage, so I can have him tell me a truthful answer.
Okay.
He's just mind crushing him now, isn't he?
He rolls an intelligence save. Rook, he has proficiency. Intelligence is good. That
Is it 17, DC 17 good?
That, yeah, he passes that. Fine colours, that's a 21.
Ooh, that hurts. Beats DC 17. Ooh.
Does it specifically say that the target doesn't
If
know? Or
Target creature makes intelligence saving throw per time. If the target fails, you may subvert. It doesn't say that he does not find out. It
Okay.
doesn't say he does know.
So in such a case, what's the somatic component?
I don't know. What is the somatic component, Chris? It doesn't say.
Because it should be the kind of
Yeah, because there is some general movement. I know we agreed that all of them will gain a somatic.
yeah, the somatic component's usually something simple like a clap or a click, like a snap of fingers, that kind of thing. You said this is psychic inquisition.
Yeah, psychic inquisition.
Psychic inquisition.
So I know I changed psychic assault to finger guns.
It has the motion of thrust, so either placing your palm out or finger gunning, that kind of thing.
No, finger gunning is psychic assault. Psychic inquisition is just going to be just pushing my palm forwards in a jerking motion. Oh god, I'm just.
What's the
Right.
question you
Oh.
ask as a portion to this motion?
But seriously, what is that book?
It's just peer pressure now, isn't it?
You kind of push your hand forward towards him as you say that.
I sort of try to disguise it into the pat on the shoulder. Come on, you can tell me. I'm your friend.
Make me a deception check.
You can trust me, I'm your friend, he said lyingly.
Oh, Elsyan doesn't lie well. I just know that he doesn't know a lot. That's still the 7. No, wait, an 8.
8.
As if that will change things.
He looks at you for a moment. There's a crude smile on his face as he goes, what I said. To book on cursed item.
Very well. Very
And
well.
porn.
Shh. Never said what kind of cursed items.
Okay, with that, I'm just.
Oh,
The
Is
ass
that-
blast of 5,000 returns.
now I'm here a kettle.
How
Oh,
is
God.
it cursed? It can't be removed.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I love how that was just like a ooh.
Ooh. Now, okay.
Maximus and Sertius.
Do I still have time to like just have a quick look through some of the necromancy books?
Yeah, go for it. I'll say at this point if anybody else who was interested in this was going to go ahead and do so. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Or looking through the books.
I would also like to look at books.
Yeah, I'm just looking at where Fang gestured to books, but yeah. That is a 17, 14, 14,
I'd like to
13.
get an overview of
Let-
what kinds of books they
let
have.
me do
here,
maths
if that's
quickly.
all
But for those of you who are rolling,
Investigation. Ooh, 15.
I rolled a 15, but I don't know what that translates to.
okay, that'll be your investigation skill, so probably a -1. Anybody else
rolling-
investigating?
I'm going to approach Feng
I am.
first
I've
and
got a
say,
10 because Felipe is elsewhere.
Investigation?
Oh no, investigation. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have
That's a
proficiency.
different stat. Indeed I do. That is a 17 then.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry, I was getting my stats wrong.
That's fine. Is anybody else rolling?
I'm gonna ask Feng first if he knows where I'd find books on basic magic, just basic understanding of magic. If he's
Any
come across any.
particular school of magic?
Whatever magic I'm gonna be using? Question mark.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check to see if you know.
Cool. Excellent. Arcana. Oh, fuck me. My
Can I roll
Arcana's
one
crap
to
as
see if
well.
I know?
16.
16. The magic you're going to be using, it's mostly a mix of evocation, but otherwise you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
There's many ways it could go.
Can I roll one to see if I can tell since I was helping him with magic?
Yeah.
I'll say that you just know because of the way rangers work and it being similar to druidic. It can go anywhere. There isn't really a particular focus, but if he's focusing more on things like Hunter's Mark and Zephyr Strike and things like that, you're looking more at evocation as a general school.
Okay. Evocation it is then.
Okay. You go ahead and roll me an intelligence check with disadvantage, as the most basic book is usually relying on 2nd to 3rd level spells, as they are trained in magic before they get here.
7. With
Plus
what is
1
it?
intelligence.
Insight? Intelligence.
So, 8. Looking through, this spellbook's mostly for wizards, and the books here mostly are. Looking through, none of these seem to give you any better insight on how your magic will work.
Yeah, there's just lots of books in here. I don't know. I will stick with the book that I've got.
Okay. Elsyan, with your 15, what were you looking for specifically?
I was looking just for general books on necromancy, that sort of thing, just because I'm curious.
Okay. Looking over, you can see that there are a large number of books on necromancy. Quite a lot of them refer to the raising and the disposal of skeletons and zombies, the maintaining of control over them, the different kinds of undead and how they can be very dangerous when raised at later times. There are a few books that you look through which seem to be very of varying interest. There's one book which does catch your attention, which is in reference to thralls. As you take a look through it, the nature of the necromantic magic, you look through it and you realize quite a lot of this is probably just mistaken psionics.
We're back.
Huh.
And you begin to realize that quite a lot of this, as you look through the unpracticed, there seems to be notes about this being an impossible magic, that the great mages who mastered this. And you just go through it and you realize, oh, this is just straight up psionics. They just masked it with verbal and material components.
They are children. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. I'm telling you, this is just adorable.
However, it does lead your mind on as you begin to realize that there aren't any current psionic abilities that you know of to create thralls.
That I'll have to work on. Yes. Ah, my own thrall. What if I work on Sasha?
Queglod.
Probably.
Sorry, what?
Oh, by the way, just a brief thing. I have to be up at 6:30 tomorrow, so I may be heading off a bit early.
That's fine. If you want to go and have an hour, it's perfectly fine. Just get through it. So, Queglod, what were you looking for? You were looking at the general topics and books?
I was trying to get an overview of all the stuff that they teach with the books in this room.
Okay.
So more looking at like titles and blurbs than reading any one book for too long.
Okay. Looking over the overarching book theme, about 90% of these are of magical base. Either speaking of magical history, speaking of magic in terms of necromantic advancement or spell advancement in various schools. It's very much a school for magic.
Yeah.
The only ones which aren't typically either tend to focus on anatomy or mythological creatures, focusing more heavily on lycanthropy.
Okay.
But those are the general book types that you get. You find a few of them which seem to be more magical documentation of various experiments and things that have taken place. Going for a quick glance through a few of those, they seem to be more about studies and potentially things that previous students here have done and thus returned back to school with interest. But otherwise, that's all.
Okay. So there is like actual academia going on here.
Yeah.
They're not just getting them to memorize
No.
necromancy things.
No,
Okay.
they're not. It's
Interesting.
not just necromancy. The nature of all of the spells that seem to be utilized here have, in some way, as your understanding of magic is, that when you cast a spell like Cure Wounds, it is not just evocation. It's necromancy, it's transmutation, and in some cases it could also be things like enchantment, because it draws from all of the schools of magic, just in different quantities. The most pronounced one being things, the ones which it gets put under in terms of the school, for example, evocation or necromancy. The same applies here. A lot of the spells here that you recognize, you begin to put two and two together, and quite a lot of them seem to be more heavily focused on the necromantic side, even if they would otherwise be put under other schools of magic.
Okay.
So there is more of a leniency, thus a skew towards necromantic type magics, but otherwise it isn't solely necromancy.
Right. So it's more in the way that they're teaching them to understand
Yes.
magic than just. Okay.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Are you telling me this
Everything
is actually a
is
good school?
necromancy, you just believe.
I mean, if I mind control a body hard enough. Just give me a sec. Be back in a sec.
In answer to your question, Sudz, go ahead. Total is
17. 17.
17. Looking over at Fang and getting a quick look at him to see how the conversation with Elsyan went. Fang doesn't seem to be too disturbed by it. Yeah, that's really what there is to it. He doesn't seem to be too disturbed, and he just seems to be carrying on as normal.
Okay.
Sasha, what were you looking at through the books?
This might seem a little odd, but Sasha is looking for, this is a school of necromancy, and we know that much. I want to see if they have anything about bringing life to the
I'm back.
inanimate, as in like a
I'm also back.
personality or a mind into an inanimate object. Of course, they might be thinking in terms of like bodies and things, but if that could be thinking if this might be part of some sort of key to making an automaton,
Okay.
like the ones of the Rustbeards have.
Roll me. Oh, what, you already rolled your investigation check, did you?
Yes, it was a 14.
14.
Which, let's be frank, is more than I was expecting in the first place.
Looking through, you get a look through quite a lot of the magic and the general tomes and the study of magic here. You come across a little bit of information regarding the use of mentality within objects such as corpses or other objects here. There is a semblance to a much higher level curriculum as you look through, of being able to animate an object using a spirit that prior existed, and being able to utilize the energy around to create motion. The motion is typically controlled by the caster, but in some rare cases it does go into detail on how, if a soul is potent enough, it can maintain control over said object or creature until further notice. Thus is the creation of things like animated swords and animated armors. The nature of it seems to be more of a protective enchantment magic, but it is very present. It goes into detail as well, similarly, on the construction of gargoyles, but the nature of them seems to be more of a necromantic focus, requiring a raw soul in order to do it. You are aware that there are other ways to create things to be animated without using souls, but this is a focus towards it. So it does have a little bit of insight into the way of creating an object and animating it. This just uses the catalyst of a soul.
Right. Well, I just had a thought. Queglod,
Yes.
I know you probably want to like burn all this to the ground, but do you think we should take some of these books back and see if they would be to the people in the Empire who are trying to see about rescuing Rustbeard. Regan.
Yep.
Regan. To rescue Regan Rustbeard.
I loved your tactic there, Harlan, by the way. The Rustbeard!
That's not a terrible idea. Any books you're planning on bringing out of here, I'd quite like to vet before they get handed out.
Well, any particular titles that spring out to me of either of my 2 points of interest, i.e., making things come, and/or rescuing Regan?
The only title that does spring out to you with the book that you were looking through is Animation of Mortality. But
yeah, I'll have a look at this one. Maybe whilst I'm on the loo, just give a few pages. You know how it is.
Once you're done with the page, rip it out, use it to wipe your ass.
Oh, I would never.
A great way so that nobody else can read it in the future.
That's how you get paper cuts.
Really, what happened in Doctor Strange when they took the pages and just one day.
Paper cuts in the ass crack. Oh,
you're using the paper the wrong way, Sam.
No. That Harlan's right. There are risks. There are risks of using normal paper. And let's face it, this isn't like the nice paper we've got these days. No, this is old-timey paper.
Yeah, that's true.
On the other hand, I feel like vellum would actually be quite pleasant.
Maybe.
Anyway,
why don't you try find grit sandpaper?
Was anybody else researching stuff?
I'd like to call over Fang.
Okay. Fang.
So, what's that book you got earlier?
Fang kind of like wanders over and is currently clutching one book. Yeah?
Sorry, I'm still a bit sore and can't really get up right now. Did you see any books about anything about enchanting and stuff like that? Or a book that basically helps break down enchanting?
Specifically enchanting, no, I didn't find anything on that. There was plenty on enchantment magic, but not on enchanting. This is a school. It's possible that this just isn't the right classroom that focuses on it, so there's possibility that it could be elsewhere.
Maybe you can help me figure out something, or where I could possibly find the information that I'm looking for. Do you know where I could possibly, or where to start looking when it comes to research to try and kind of reverse the way an enchantment works?
As in to analyze it, that kind of thing.
Analyze it and make it work differently. Like, I had an idea for something for Arachne here, where I have the spell I can use the spell Speak with Animals, correct?
Yes.
I was thinking of enchanting an item to do the opposite, where she can be able to talk to us.
I don't know much about enchanting, unfortunately. Not with too much information on the magic side of things, but I'm sure there might be books out there. Otherwise, trial and error never seems to fail.
Okay.
What if you just try and smush Speak with Animals and tongues together and see what happens?
I can't use tongues.
I can use tongues.
Yeah, but that doesn't help me.
Well, I'm thinking we could try something together.
You're both wisdom casters, so you can.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Speak with Tonguimals, the perfect spell.
Speak with Flanimals.
Yes. Oh God.
Polymorph Flanimal.
I will bring the hamsters back. I'm warning you. What about a singular chipmunk?
What about this?
No.
Fight me, Sasha! Fight me!
I proceed to like drop kick this fucking this
I'm back.
fucking
What's
chipmunk.
happening? Why is Alvin here?
Oh my god.
Sam, please.
Should I stop? Should I stop?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm stopping. I'm done. I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't, but I did, and I'm
No, no,
Don't be,
it was
don't be
funny.
sorry. Don't be sorry.
just don't do it again.
So, Bern, for the only one not researching, is there anything you want to do for the next hour?
Wait, the next hour?
Well, half an hour. They're looking through books at the moment.
Ah, okay, so this is during the short rest.
No, this is after.
Wait, after?
The party's taken the half-hour short rest to tend to their wounds. Everybody was taking care of that. Fang spent
Yeah.
some time reading and looking through, and now
I
you're
thought we were
in
gonna explore
Well,
until
we
the
are.
thing is ready.
They are
we're-
exploring the books.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna explore this way.
We will in bit. We'll probably get to the end of this hour, then we can head out if you're that desperate. Which actually, quite fair, probably a good idea because I found some useful information that I might find more on. Personally.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm
I
gonna.
didn't see if I can find anything hidden.
We're gonna take a long rest, right?
Yes,
When
when,
we're ready.
Not
when,
that here.
when Tiny Hut's is better.
I'm gonna start testing out my spell over here.
What
Oh
level is it?
god.
5th, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to send me the exact thing again.
Oh yeah. Do. Hold on. Let me
If
see if
we'll
I
get
had it written
portable
down. I think I
swords.
did.
Hmm.
Should be in here. Do that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. It's a 6th level, not 5th.
Oh, it's 6? Okay. Never mind.
Wouldn't be able to. We'll say you start practicing the temporal magic, and that's the
Yeah,
duration of it. Okay. So as Bern proceeds to test cast a few
One
spells,
sec, guys.
that's fine. Proceeding to mildly manipulate magic in the air and proceeding to attempt to do so. The rest of you are looking through books. Half
I
an hour
would like
goes
to
by.
take a look. Oh,
Like to
I
what?
didn't do anything, so wanted to say I wanted to look around and see if I can find any places where something could be hidden at in here.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check. Means you're taking it thoroughly, because you've got the half an hour. So it's be a regular roll.
Never mind.
You look around the room. The room seems fairly seamless. The only things which you do pick up on is that the single arrow slit window that is on the back wall next to the bookshelf that used to be there before it was pushed up against the door. You kind of go over there. You take a look outside. You see students currently moving. As you can hear footsteps, you kind of try to get the best angle you can, and you can see that there are teachers currently ferrying the students out of the school.
Oh god, guys, remember we're committing a school shooting here. Always remember.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
They seem to move out the area, and you watch as from the outside, you kind of as you're getting a little bit of look out, you can see what looks to be about 30 skeletons currently standing outside the doorway, lined up in phalanx with decent armor by the looks of it.
The temptation just to throw out a top level hammer of exposition, psychic assault is massive. Just blow a hole in them.
I mean, you could, but not that.
Just scream out the window. Lol. Just for the jokes of it.
No, they just see me leaning out the window doing finger guns as their skeletons fall apart.
Well, it would be your hand, because these are arrow slits, so you could just slide your hand through a finger gun into the air, and then suddenly just part of them blows up. Alright.
Oh,
But you catch
that's big.
and you can hear them moving before you hear the doors close, and you hear, and as you kind of listening, you hear a as the door has been locked.
Did they just lock us in?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And all the windows are arrow slits. There's no way of climbing out.
That's fine.
Okay.
Don't
We
worry.
can break the
We can use Sasha and Rook as battering rams on the balls. It's fine.
I'll ram you with some batter.
You aren't entirely sure on what
I
direction
wish
they
you would.
head, but you know that they have left out of the front gate, or out of the front door of the fortress.
Now, here's the thing. If
Nobody knows but me.
Correct.
that is true. So I can explode them if I wanted to.
Are we supposed to be doing something here?
Ah.
What was the goal of us coming down here? I forget.
We should
I think we were
head
supposed
off
to
then.
get a
Supposed to
weapon.
get to the main lair, not chill in
Yeah.
a classroom.
Hey,
I mean,
hey.
you're the ones that boarded up the freaking door for some reason.
Okay, well, at
Have
least
a break.
let me have this. This makes me nostalgic for when I was at school. We didn't have so much necromancy.
You went to school?
Yes, I went to school. Cry out loud.
Insight.
School for elven nobles.
Go ahead and roll an insight. And Elsyan, roll me a persuasion or deception, whether you were homeschooled or not.
I am not homeschooled. This is just a fact.
That's a 24. Okay, he went to a public school like all the other kids.
No, not public. Oh,
Oh,
please.
He
I'm
went
not
to
one
a
of the
private
peasants.
school.
Thank you. Again, not so much necromancy.
You
Although
also
there was that
learned
one-
that he was the nerd.
I was not the nerd. I think I'm fine. I was the preppy kid because I had money. Oh well, no, we didn't. Quite frankly, we're fairly minded
You were
nobles.
the one getting bullied, that's why you ended up
Nerd.
Yes, I was the one that was getting bullied. Turns out I can't do actual magic too well, so I started doing psionics. People got worried when everybody's heads just started popping.
Just gonna say, that is the Dota law for Silencer.
Holy shit!
I'm not even joking. He went to a school which taught magic, and he was bullied because he couldn't do magic. He spent his time in the library, he was quiet all day, and then when the tournament came, he just silenced them and just smacked them to death because they couldn't fight in melee.
Okay, just people around me started getting more nosebleeds than they should do. I didn't quite beat people to death.
That's fair.
I had Farnsworth do that for me. Isn't that right, Farnsworth?
Yes, sir. Speaking of which, would you like me to move the bookcase for you, now that you're leaving?
Hi, Farnsworth.
Wait,
None of you can see or hear this. Only Elsyan.
who's Farnsworth?
Farnsworth, mate. You know, it's a whole thing. Sasha, you remember Farnsworth?
Farnsworth
I'm not aware of this.
I haven't spoken to Farnsworth in ages. How have you been? You haven't been around. I would have almost been worried, but didn't see you get hurt.
I've been fairly busy. I took my annual leave.
Oh, I see. Wait, you get annual leave?
Sometimes. It's mainly when you forget I exist.
Oh. So you
I-
just sneak off when I'm...
I take the opportunities. Don't forget I'm the one who taught you your so.
Well, that is true, Farnsworth. Very true. Thank you for helping
So
me.
it's
My
all
bullies in school.
delusional. It's all in his head.
What
All
is
in his head.
happening?
He
This
got
is just a
bullied, so he
major
created his
delusion
own
for
friend.
him.
Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. Everyone here knows about Farnsworth apart from Jamie. Jamie is my imaginary butler.
Jamie is your imaginary.
Oh, sorry,
brother. Got it.
Farnsworth is my imaginary butler. Jamie, you could be my imaginary butler if you want as well.
No.
Although, it's not a well-paying job. In fact, we don't pay him at all. He just sort of appears just standing next to me. No one
So-
else can see him, but he is real. He has physically affected the world in the past.
So what? What? How have I only just? What does he do? Does he make tea?
He can make tea, yes. He does make tea.
Can he make tea anywhere?
Farnsworth, can you make tea anywhere?
Of course, sir.
Can I
Excellent.
have a cup of tea?
Can you
Oh,
make
I
some
would
tea?
love some tea.
Okay.
Who's this Farnsworth?
I've told you, he is my butler. He's standing right here.
Good old.
Look at
Farnsworth.
everyone else.
It's Farnsworth. Don't you see him? He's right there.
He's not made me tea.
Gesturing to the same area.
Wait,
I must still be tired from all that beating I got here.
wait, what? What?
Been a lovely adventure, guys. I'm gonna have a nap.
And
Right then.
is that you heading off, Harlan?
Yeah, that's me having to head up. But like, have a good luck, guys.
Yep. See you later.
Yeah.
Sorry I couldn't hang around for longer, but
No, don't worry.
That's fine.
Alright, bye.
Gone into Farnsworth bullshit. Of course, this instant derailment when Farnsworth meant. Anyway, you know what? We probably don't have time for
We
tea.
need tea. No, we need
No,
tea.
no, for
We
quality
can't
tea.
continue without tea.
Okay, right, Jamie, you are currently not a hippo person.
Yeah, well, this isn't Jamie talking.
No.
Malcolm wants tea.
Oh,
Like-
fucking hell. I get people so. It's been a
Rook
very
likes
fucking
tea.
long day.
But
Yeah, they're
don't worry about the
fucking-
tea. A proper tea takes a couple of, well, it takes a long time to brew, and we don't want to rush tea. So how about we go into a, well, anywhere
You know what,
else?
Farnsworth, how about you stay here, you make some tea, and we'll be back.
That sounds excellent, sir. You
This is
watch
insane.
as he lifts his hand, a kettle appears in his hand, and as he places it in midair, you watch as he walks over and disappears for a moment before coming back with several boxes of what look to be ground up tea in it. Begins to place them out in orderly fashion, as it all seems to be forming his own workspace.
Can I see any of this
No.
tea?
No.
No.
Only Elsyan can see.
I didn't know if I could see the tea.
You cannot.
Floating tea.
Okay,
Cool.
I'm telling you, he is my mercenary butler, although he has physically affected the world in the past. We're not sure how. We think it might have just been my telekinesis acting out.
There is one thing I will say, now as a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
You see something that seems to be wrapped around his neck. Something that wasn't there before.
Farnsworth, what's that you've got there?
Oh! He pulls down his garb for a moment. Do you see the following?
Oh god, typing. This is going to end badly. Oh! Oh, okay. Cool.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked?
0. We're not fucked.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. How much
Okay, maybe
does
a
this play
two.
into your fetish fantasy?
Maybe a two.
Maybe
Yeah,
I don't
too.
know. See, it depends on how much it actually affects my own. Some stuff affects my own mental state.
That's an infinite % increase from 0 to 2. Things are bad.
I don't know whether it's a sign that actually my mind is being leashed or what, but I don't think so.
All right,
Very
what's
well.
your mother doing now? Did she take over Farnsworth?
My mother did not take over Farnsworth. You may be aware that I've been collecting shards. That those of us that were there during the early days when we were just killing Morbin. Remember killing Morbin?
Oh yeah, the Morbin.
I picked up an evil-looking staff, got possessed by a demon, but not really possessed. He's more just sort of in me, in a not creepy way, but still kind of creepy. You know, the one that I like to speak Abyssal to talk to.
What?
Actually, was it Abyssal or Deep Speech?
Deep speech.
Deep Speech.
What?
You know,
Why
they probably
don't we need more demons? We don't need more demons.
We don't need more. Oh, I don't know exactly what he is.
Need more, the Prince of Blood came after.
Exactly, Chris. Why? Why you do?
Demons are easy to put in. You want bullshit? Just put in a demon. It works. It
Oh, wow.
just works.
Not wrong.
If you need rules to this demon, make it a devil instead.
Perfect.
You wish I was joking. And you know what? It's just that I've been collecting shards. You know when Adamanthus was attacked, and yes, that was the woman with the necklace around her. Yes, I got that, and it's also the reason why I went to the more sanctuary for the Acrian orb, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Wait, you got the thing that was around her neck?
Yeah. Well, actually, yes, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I got the necklace. Yeah, I did. It was one of these shards. They seem to each time I use one, I suppose, absorb one. I'm not really sure. It sort of brings back part of its memories and its own sense of self. And I gain useful information. Some of it I believe to be about past Dawn Marshals.
I see.
Maybe I should have mentioned this earlier, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, it's been so long. I wrote notes down, you know. I don't know where they've
Hang on.
gone.
Notes.
You need
Notes.
to get your notes.
Right, I do need to find my notes. I need to find my notes. Where have I put them? I think they're in my car. I mean, what? Elsyan's car.
Car. What
Anyway.
car?
Anyway, do you think we should be moving on? I think we should be moving on. We can't just spend all day in here.
Let's
We
go
were talking about
exploring.
important information now.
It was just something I believe them to be. I don't have any proper confirmation. I think there's a dwarf was involved.
There was a dwarf and a Dawn Marshal.
Yes. You know what? When I find my notes, they're in my pack somewhere. We'll get to it. Not right now, because Sam can't fucking remember.
I also. Are you just trying to remember what the thing which spoke to you was?
What is it? You know, last time I did it then like showed me a number of different people that I believed to be Dawn Marshals.
You believed there to be. The numbers matched and the heights and range roughly matched. There were a few inconsistencies here and there.
But that's sort of the thing Elsyan would put down to. It's just how history works. Things get forgotten or misremembered, and
And
So
the one who was speaking to you was a shorter figure.
Yes. God, it's been so long. It's been like a year since that happened.
Yeah, it has.
God damn. Okay, I need to be more forthcoming with my information. Anyway, you know what? When I get the thing, I'll talk about this more. In fact, you guys will probably help me find the next shard. I don't believe it's the last, but it's the second to last.
I believe you've got 2 left.
Yeah. So I've got to find one more, which is the needles. If you know anything that can be referred to as the needles.
You've got the needles and the eye left.
Yes. Oh, yes, I did get told about it. Needles in the eye. If you know about the needle, anything to do with like things not commonly known as the needles or the eye, just let me know, please.
Needles, eye.
Chris, would we know anything about anything like that?
Good question.
It's been a while, so I'm gonna. And Rook, you would not have been there, nor would you, Bern. So I would like everyone to roll me an intelligence check, including you, Elsyan.
Can I?
Actually, no. Yeah, intelligence. Do it.
Oh, for fuck's sake! No, I'm gonna roll the other one.
It's a 10.
Don't roll. Oh,
So we'll go with that.
I'll go with 12 plus my straight intelligence, which is.
I'll say Sasha gets this as well because Sasha.
That's fine.
Okay.
So
12
yeah, I
for
got
me.
17.
17, 12,
21.
1. Stand there and you think for a moment. You have a mild curiosity in something as you get a slight sense of something. Remember something back during that same fight. That necromancer. When you defeated her, she had the one around her neck which Elsyan did. And you think back for a moment. Remember seeing another one there.
With the guy?
You can't quite remember who had it.
Another one there.
I'll tell you what. Next. Wait, there's another one there. Interesting.
You
Well,
get the sense that there was, but then you remember we killed the necromancer lady.
yeah.
The 2
and
guys
then the
just disappeared, and the angel guy you defeated and made sure that he was dead. But you remember seeing another one. There's almost this blurred figure in front of you which you remember but you can't picture. There was somebody else at that scene.
Yeah, and he yelled at the angel guy.
Picture it for a moment. Think. You see the individual as he wraps the necromancer up in his arm, his shawl slightly hanging over him, as he looks up and shouts at the angel guy. As he stands up and casts a spell, you catch a glimpse of the right arm that has been replaced with a giant syringe, and inside it a purplish red liquid.
The needle. It was far more direct than I thought it was. So my mind was going to things like, I don't know, the needles we have here in England, which is it's just a set of rocks sticking out from the ground off the Isle of Wight.
Oh,
In all
no.
fairness, I thought exactly the same thing.
A needle is in a syringe, yeah.
So
Cool.
that guy.
Look, if like I said, if you remember anything, please do let me know. But we should probably be dealing with problem number 1 right now, which is this place.
Oh yeah. By the way, everybody left.
Huh? What?
What?
Yep. Everybody left, and we're locked inside.
Oh.
You people are very forthcoming
figure
with
out a way out.
information.
Wait, what?
I could just bash down the door.
Yeah, I looked outside, and the teachers were
Okay.
getting all the kids out. And...
Okay, right. Okay.
Alright, this
yes,
is-
that- And Elson's gonna go have a look-see-loo outside. God damn, I want to just melt their phalanx.
You look outside of the window, make me a perception check. You see a
18.
phalanx of a good amount of skeleton warriors.
Skeleton warrior.
Warrior.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh god. Right then. Chris, I think you know what I want to do.
Elsyan dick move number 1.
So,
Hey guys, just come and watch this. Come and watch this.
Okay.
I'm
Everyone
gathering
try-
around this tiny window.
as many people try to peer out of the window as possible. Positioning
Hey,
Spider
let's-
yourself
Malcolm
for
goes out to get a
optimal
good
Yeah,
view.
like that.
distraction.
Like,
Spider Malcolm goes out to get a good view.
I don't even care that this is a massive waste of 7 psi points.
Okay, roll me the damage. I'm going to roll 20 intelligence saving throws.
Yeah, I take 30 damage each.
Nope. 4 failures.
Chris, use an online dice roller, please.
Oh, I'll do this my way. I've already rolled 8 of them. I've got 1 success. I just have to calculate how many succeed. So, 4
Oh
failures,
god.
1 success. 2. Last one. Okay, 2 successes. How much damage?
30.
30 damage. With a DC that high, none of them can save. You watch as there are now 2 skeleton archers standing there. They look up. They look up at the windows. They look down at the rest of them, and I'll say with your passive perception, you hear from the wall as you watch as a cloaked figure just goes, just seemingly says something. You hear it. It sounded like some form of curse before the individual rushes away. On the wall.
Wait 1 second.
I'll say everybody roll an initiative check with the exception of Elsyan. And this is for the people just to... Okay.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Everyone roll me an initiative check with the exception of Elsyan to see who got to see out the window to see this spectacle.
I said I was Spider
Oh,
Malcolm.
you're Spider
I'm
Malcolm, so
outside.
yeah, never mind, you're fine.
I still got it.
18.
15.
15.
Sasha, roll me a natural 20, beat everybody. Oh. What was yours, Rook?
15.
Alright, so, Bern, as you're looking out, we're off of Fang as well.
Oh, thing.
Rook, as you're getting a view out over the top of Elsyan to get a better look, you feel like a slight push as Bern's spear from the butt end just slides you to one side as he looks out the window, just as the destruction happens.
Nice.
I'm calm. That was more fun than it should have been. Oh, who am I kidding? That was amazing. Alright then, shall we look through the rest of this place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elsyan feeling too proud of himself.
Can I go?
Walks right into a geist that stabs me in the face.
Oh my god. Just dies. Right, I'm gonna go move the shelf.
I'm gonna be Spider Malcolm, and I'm going out underneath of the door.
Okay.
Malcolm Scout.
You go out underneath
Scout
the
'em.
door. Go ahead and roll me a strength check, also with advantage because Sasha will help you. Otherwise, I would like a marching order. Or actually, no, just move your tiles. Saves me doing anything.
Wait, where are we
To
moving?
where?
Oh,
Right.
here.
Oh wait, no, I don't need that towel. I need.
Oh, I'm happy to be one of the first to go out.
Where's my towel?
Take a hell of
Spider
a bash
Malcolm.
in.
Okay. Copy that.
I'm hiding behind the big rook.
Okay.
Oh,
What did you get for your advantage, by the way?
figure it.
Did you roll for your
Spider
athletics check with
Malcolm.
advantage, Rook, or
Oh, that's it. Hang on.
that's what you were doing?
Yep, that's exactly what I was doing, and I completely forgot. With advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna keep detect magic up this whole time, by the way,
12
Alright.
plus
Good to know.
8.
until a
Did I
fight
have
starts,
another
and I don't
present
have
on
time
your
to
shoulder?
refresh
Yeah,
it.
I
So,
got 20.
And I have another present on your shoulders, Simon.
Other presents?
Queglod.
Oh yeah, there is a Spider Malcolm on your shoulder.
No,
Alright.
there is not a Spider Malcolm.
What is it? Oh, right.
You
should go
have
with the text
an
magic.
invisible
you
force.
can see the invisible Featherwing,
okay.
who can be visible permanently, I believe.
Yes.
I got 20.
Yeah, you're fine. The
Cool.
thing moves out the bookcase is moved out the way. It grinds against the wall. You, as you hear the stone being pulled away, gather yourselves up. The door is moved out of the way, and you are now free to go. Looking out in the hallway, there is nothing.
Cool. So we killed the door.
Skeleton warrior.
Right. So,
And there was a door right here, wasn't there?
Let me
Right.
check my. I don't want to do. Hold on. I have to wait for my version of the map to load, but otherwise, let's go ahead.
then I'll go out here.
D&D. Dungeon. Where are you? Dark Reaper. You're on the second. There was indeed.
Alright,
I
I'm going
remembered.
underneath that door.
I remembered actually. So you go underneath that door. You enter into another classroom. As you enter in, you can see that there is a table barricaded against this door. Probably that happened when the events took place either earlier or whenever. And you can see that the room is vacant of anybody. You can see that the desks have been mostly cleared. You can see that there is a skeleton lying on top of one of the tables. From this, you can just see the bits of bone peeking out over the top. And there is a general smell of death in this room.
Okay.
Rook,
Where's
you're
the
out
next
there.
closest door?
Yeah.
Where's the next closest door?
This one here.
Next closest door, there is one here and one here.
I'm gonna go to this one.
Heading into that one, I might as well just reveal these just because
I feel like that's easier.
Yeah.
this one and this one. Looking into this one, you can see a dormitory.
Huh, beds.
Yes.
Oh,
Of
damn it, we could have done with them.
of what looks to be a general resting area. You can see that there are bunks, so there is a top layer and a bottom layer. And there is 10 total beds in this room. There seems to be general coat hooks on the walls, same kind of style as the rest of this, just cut stone. Nothing else that catches your attention.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, I go out and I go through this door.
You're just watching a spider run around the floor going in and out of these rooms, by the way. Rook, are you doing anything during this time? Because obviously he can't communicate with you about the rooms.
No, just looking round at.
No, I'm
madness.
just communicating with
What's down? What is down this way?
With Featherwing?
Queglod. Featherwing to Queglod.
Okay. Down this way, you can see that there is a door on the left, which enters this chamber, and then there are two more doors further up, one on the right, one on the left.
Okay. Can I go and explore a door?
Go ahead. So, I'm going to move up. I'll say Sasha will go with you for the scent.
Where's the
companion.
door?
Just about there, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna try the door.
I'll move out so that I can see you guys as well.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay. Entering into this chamber, peeking through the door, you can see that the chamber is fairly lowly lit. You can see there are a bunch of tables in this room, but there are no seats. You can see that there are plenty of books around here, as this place is filled with standing desks, as well as practical reagents, some of which have been left behind for various arcane casting.
Okay.
But otherwise, this is
So-
a room full of books.
Oh, I can see Queglod down there, can't I?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Can I let them know that there's loads of weird and wonderful potionsy stuff, materially stuff in there if you want to check that out?
Shout that down the hallway.
Because my knowledge of it.
Bern, would you like
Weird
to
and
do anything?
wonderful.
I'd like to go to
Potion-y.
this one.
Materially
Okay.
stuff.
Okay, I will.
You head in. Oh, by the way, are you
mean,
using a
I'll-
large reduce to have Felipe or an Arachne come out?
Yeah.
I'll move up
That's
there.
your
Okay,
fourth
I
level
will
spell
enter
slot,
into
correct?
this.
You haven't taken a long rest yet.
Huh? Yeah, that was my last second.
And Elsyan, you staying there?
I just wanted to check. Is there a window or arrow slit here?
There are arrow slits on the front, yeah.
Good. I'm just keeping an eye on the front.
Okay.
To make sure that they're not
Okay.
getting like a vast army of stuff that can actually hurt us.
You,
That isn't just two skeletons stood there looking slightly confused.
there are currently 2 skeletons standing there, looking very confused.
Ooh, very confused.
They have their arrows notched and are currently pointed at the door. They are otherwise standing there, not motionless, not doing anything, just doing that.
Maybe
As
I
you
should get Sasha to break down the door. 2 arrows to her face would be funny. No, sensible Elsyan.
Okay.
You can throw arrows at Sasha yourself. Much more fun.
So, with the rest of the party moving up, Fang will follow you, Queglod. So are you heading into the room?
Okay. I'm going to head into
on
the
him.
room. Right, I'm just going to take a quick look around here. Fang, why don't you give me a hand? I don't think we can afford to wait for long, so I just want to get a quick sense of any books that might be immediately helpful, and then we
Okay.
should move on.
Would you like to roll with advantage on this investigation, or roll separately?
Let's say roll separately.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Ugh, that's going to be a 12 total.
Both rolled the same number. A is a 13. Bang. As you quickly look about the spines of the books, you can see that quite a lot of them are again on necromantic practice, but a lot more of them are on the aspect of enchanting and rituals.
Okay.
They're on a lower end scale, and quite a lot of it seems to revert to soul gems.
Burn.
Act of trapping a soul and keeping it within a gem for later use.
Okay, that's not something I have. Well, I don't know if this will have anything to do with the thing with who was it, Regan?
Mhm.
That feels kind of relevant.
Potentially. You haven't looked in them, you've only looked through most of the spines of the books.
Yeah.
If you want
Are
to leave
these-
Fang here with Sasha, Fang can keep reading.
Can I just see? Do these seem like quite like entry level texts, or they're quite advanced? Okay.
No, they are not entry level. Looking through most of them, quite a lot of them either have like a title note of N or M, which you assume to be novice or master.
Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and grab like 3 or 4 that seem to represent a relatively diverse spread.
Okay.
I'm not being too picky, and they'll be like, okay, Fang, I'm going to bring these with me. You can stay here and look around if you want. Sasha will keep an eye on you if you do. Otherwise, try to stick close to everyone else.
He nods
Thank you.
and is
Okay.
going to proceed to explore through, as Sasha is going to remain here and look through stuff.
Cool. And can I check
Okay.
out this room?
I will join Jeremy in checking that out. Yeah.
You
Rook,
can. First, Bern, you enter into this room. You see a skeleton lying on the table. You see a handful of notes that are attached to the table work itself. Looking at them, you understand this to be general anatomy. They're understanding what bones are what. Each and every one of the several hundred bones in the body is labelled.
Now what about this one over here?
Those seem to be spares. And
There's
by the looks of
nothing
it,
else?
they are used for something else. Make me an investigation check. Are you planning on taking a lot of time, or are you planning on rushing it?
I'll take a look around.
Okay, so roll
I'll
me a
take
check.
like one or two minutes.
Okay. Give me a general investigation check.
+2, 20.
20. Looking around the room, bar from a few notes, there doesn't seem to be too much. Looking over the professor's desk, you go over, you pull out some of the drawers. They don't seem to have much in them. The place has been cleaned out. Even not giving them time to escape has given them enough time to pick up their things and leave. And whatever valuable things they may have had in them or on them are with them at this very moment. Spending those few minutes, Malcom, you head into here. Elsyan, would you like to join anyone, or are you just going to keep an eye out on the front still?
For now. So I'm just keeping an eye out, keeping a watch, making sure they're not gathering a vast army of actually skilled necromancers, or more geists. If I could see them, I know there's an issue with that. I might also decide to start picking up my ball bearings. I'll tell you if I actually decide to do that.
Okay, if you do, roll me a d100, and that's how many you recover.
Oh, dear God.
You lost about 100 or so down there when you...
Yeah, I know. By the way, I'd like to make a point. I'm still on like 850 of them.
Oh, I know.
It's not like I'm want for more.
So, okay, now we're going to head into that room. So, heading into there, you can see it is a corridor. You can see that there is this door here. There's also a door here.
Oh, there's a door there.
There is. I just can't reveal this without revealing one.
I wanna check out this door down here then. I didn't see the door.
It is a spiral staircase heading down the lower floor. So I am now going to reveal this. Is it going
I
down?
say that to Featherwing to tell him.
Queglod, you hear in through a telepathic link from Featherwing to you, as Featherwing informs you, Malcom has uncovered a stairway down from the upper floor, leading from the, there's a moment of pause, easternmost passageway opposite where we're resting.
And with that, I go to this room.
Neat.
As
Right.
Rook,
Sorry,
you-
how does that work out timing wise? Is this just as we're going here?
this
or-
is just as you're entering this one, yeah.
Okay.
As you head into this one, you enter into a very large chamber.
Okay, this is funny, weird shape things.
You step in and you get a look across the room. It is very confusing. You do not understand this. Queglod, make me a Arcana check.
Okay.
I will say with advantage because this is very similar to the Alchemy.
Never mind.
Natural 20. This is where students will duel to see who is more powerful. It's a vanity
Okay.
thing, and it's something that they'll do on a regular basis. You can see around the room are various desks where you may store your things to be picked up and dealt with later. You can see that there are also areas where students have regularly stood. You can see there are scorch marks across the walls. You can see that there are splatters of gore that haven't been cleaned up.
Okay.
It's a pretty messy dueling room, but it's a dueling room nonetheless.
Right. Malcolm's found
Necromancer
something, so we
Fight Club.
can't So we can't spend too much time here. I just want to go through these lockers quickly, see if there's anything in there.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. I've got
Do
you
you,
back.
yeah, give me a hand with those.
Yeah.
While
No
you're
worries.
doing that,
And I will. Can I say to Featherwing? Could you let Malcolm know we'll be there shortly?
Malcolm, you hear the responsive message from Featherwing saying that they'll be there shortly. As you enter the women's dormitory, and as you head in, you can see again more bunk beds and more presence of things. You can see co-hangers, same as before. You can see a few more mirrors in this room. But
I check out the other door. Since I'm
Head-
guessing I don't see anybody in here.
as you head through, you can see again. You see a chamber which you would have no understanding of what this is, but you see Queglod. Or you hear movement in this room. As you look round, you see Queglod currently going to search a locker. Rook,
And I'll check in the one up here.
both of you roll investigation checks.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go check out what's downstairs then.
19.
14.
Okay. The two of you look through the lockers. The lockers have a spare change of clothes and cloaks. Quite a lot of each of them having the same insignia on the upper collar.
Any
They are pristine and left as they are.
anything magical about them?
Magical, the only thing which is noteworthy is the insignia that is on the collar on
Okay.
the upper right.
That's fine. Yeah, I think I'll try and check through the rest of them, but don't think I'm expecting much.
Yeah, I'll have a fleeting glance through the top ones.
Yeah, I feel like we can split the work between us.
Two of you proceed to look through the rest. They are all identical, bar for the end ones, which don't have anything in.
Oh.
I'll say that takes you only a couple of minutes to just go over, open up the doors, look through.
That's fine.
Malcolm, as you head downstairs, roll me an acrobatics check, climbing down the stairs in a tiny spider form.
I can climb on the wall. Go on
I
down.
know, it's for speed.
Speed.
Okay. Fairly quickly and easily, you climb down the stairs, you make your way down, you enter into the lower chamber down here, and whoop! There's a sofa there.
Yep, there's a sofa.
There's
and
another sofa
one.
there. Who would have guessed?
There's another one over there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a corner sofa. Secretly, there are two walls here. It's just a cut-off sofa. As you go down to the lower area, you can see there is another stairway leading down further. Your right-hand side.
Okay.
Otherwise, there is a door opposite you to go out into whatever this may be.
Okay. Before I proceed any further, I am going to have Featherwing tell Queglod, and then I'm gonna have Featherwing go to Arachne and use polymorph on her to make her a smaller spider.
Okay. I'm just gonna yell out we're heading downstairs through here. So everyone knows that we're going downstairs.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks. Let's keep going.
Featherwing, okay. Elsyan, at this point, you watch as the others begin to travel down this corridor to head downstairs.
Okay.
Do you,
Cool.
You wish to join them?
Yeah. I'm going to take one last look outside to make sure there's no sudden necromancer army.
Yeah. Looking outside is again the two skeletons. You watch as one of them seems to slowly looks at the door. You hear a thump as an arrow hits the door. The skeleton looks down at its hand, which has come off, which then proceeds to put the bow down, reaches down, relocates the arm, picks the bow back up, and notches another arrow.
Oh, if I knew how much health they had, I would just do a 1-point psychic inquisition on them. Just leave one skeleton there.
Even better, get them to fight one another. As the Street Fighter music starts, as the two of them start brawling.
Oh my god.
Chris, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I can actually. I know psychic. Yeah, phantom foe.
Is it require? It's like a phantom foe.
That creature must make an intelligence saving throw or take 1d8 Psychic damage per side point spent on this ability. Okay, intelligence saving throw or. Is that supposed to be or? Or is that supposed to be and?
What's this for the 5+?
I'm just looking at the.
Choose a creature within range. That creature must make an intelligence saving throw. Oh, so if they fail, they take 1d8 psychic damage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That creature must succeed then.
Yeah.
Just gonna change that so it actually makes.
Yeah, I think that might have been one that we rushed.
Yeah, so must succeed and then intelligence saving throw or. There you go. Okay, cool. And yeah.
Yeah, the grammar's just wrong on that one.
So yeah. Is it 5 points? No, I've got too few side points to be spent on some random bullshit like this.
What?
I want to so bad just have a little skeleton fight outside of my own making. How long has it been till our hut's sort of restored?
Now, because of the time you spent researching, about 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I can survive with 15 side points for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
You know what? I'll make you.
Sure about that?
I'll make you a deal,
Yes!
Sam.
Ooh, a deal!
Roll me a d4. Two. Okay, you can have it. You can use it for 3 side points because it's funny.
Yay! Rule of cool wins every time. So it just.
So intelligence saving throw.
Okay, Chris, just checking. If I spent this and say use mystical recovery, would the half be counted as 3 or 2? Rounded up or rounded down?
Wait, if what? Sorry.
I use mystical recovery. I get to gain half the side points I spent.
Rounded down.
Rounded down. Oh yeah. No. I see now. Still, I'm going to take your deal then, Chris. I'm going to do it.
All right. 3 side points. Intelligence save. Fails and fails. Okay.
Really?
Time to roll the attack rolls.
Hey guys, skeleton fight club.
You watch as one of them, the one that didn't fire the arrow, just takes a swing and it plonks the other one in the head with a punch. The other one, just like its jaw just opens up, and as it goes to take a swing, its arm falls off again. It just looks down at its arm, looks back at the other one, who goes for a punch at the face.
Fascinating.
Punches it square in the face. The other one turns around with its now only one arm, goes to swing with that, hits it on the side of the head. Seeming mildly disorientated, the one that was originally there grabs the jaw of the other one and just takes it off, and the other one tries to grab and reach for it as its jaw is now missing. The arm on the ground reaches for its ankle, tries to pull it over but fails, as the other one tries to go for another swing using the jawbone as a weapon, failing to do so.
Oh god.
And
It's gone.
And for the last punch, the one that isn't injured takes the jawbone and just smashes it into the skull of the other one as it falls to the ground. You then watch for a moment as the skeleton just stands there holding the jawbone for a good minute before it drops the jawbone, picks up it again.
God, what? That one is truly worthy. And then I get laughing about how Elsyan probably has seen some pretty bad constructs in his time. Granted, these were like golems and stuff made by novice wizards and what have you, and people in his standard magic classes at school would have done, and he would have seen some botched ones. He's never seen anything like 2 skeletons just falling apart as they fight each other. Okay, then I follow the others on after my fun and games.
Okay, so exiting down. I assume Queglod you're going with as well.
Yes.
And you two?
Yeah, we told everyone, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bern, you two, or are you investigating elsewhere?
No, I'm done.
Is Sasha coming as well?
No, split the party.
Sasha will remain there looking after Feng.
Okay.
Because if Feng gets attacked by a geist, Feng dies. If Sasha gets attacked by a geist,
I'm
Feng
just
can't
wondering
do
if
anything.
I'm just wondering if Fen should come with us as well. I'm not sure.
Do you want Feng to come with you, or do you want to
Can you
interrupt
give
his
me the
research?
protection of Farnsworth?
He's been there for about 10 minutes, so not been too long.
Yeah, but it's leaving them alone if something happens.
Okay, I'll just make sure that's Sasha. Don't be too long, okay?
Sasha
Make sure.
and fingers.
Yeah.
I'll only be a minute. You see, he's got
No
a
worries.
handful of books which he's currently just stacked into a pile, and just opens up his satchel and begins shoving a few of them in there.
Not a problem. Okay, now we'll follow on with the others.
Okay. So, waiting for the rest of them. I assume, Malcolm, you crawl out from under the door.
Nope, nope. I'm going down the stairs.
Oh, you're going down the stairs. The rest of you, where are you going?
I'm following Spider.
No, don't follow Spider.
I can't
Spider's
hear
on
you. I'm
scouting.
following Spider. As far as I know, he's got a path plotted out.
Don't follow Spider. Spider on scout mission.
Okay, I'm going in here then.
Or we yell at you.
Okay, would the spider like a little bit of spider backup?
Spider has spider backup.
Would you like another little mechanical spider backup?
Oh yeah,
That's probably a good idea.
The Spider Brigade.
Because quite frankly, that spider is a lot more sacrificial than either of you two.
Okay, I'm just going to say this now. I forgot to do the underground map, so I'm going to draw it.
Oh,
I've
classy.
had this map prepared for 3 months. He says, forgets to do the underground map.
Hey, Chris. Chris, I can fully imagine that you actually did make the map. You just forgot to save it.
That might also be fair as well.
Because I know I've done that multiple times in Dungeon Petty Students. A lot of times I've remade the same map because I forgot to save.
Okay. So you
It's
end up
depressing.
in this lower room over here.
So,
Got a stairway there. And it's got a door here. Alright, go and drag your token over. Alright, the rest of you, as you're investigating this other room, as you enter into it, you can see that this room seems to be some form of a just a general waiting or relaxation area. You can see there are sofas, there are a couple of what look to be made or otherwise withering tapestries and paintings. There just seems to be a general area to just kick about and do nothing. There are several areas along the wall here where you can see scuff marks where people have leant up against them for a long time, over a long period of time. And you can see a few tables with what looks to be glass bottles on them, things like that. So this is probably just a place to relax.
Okay. Are there any other doors in here?
Yes, sorry. There is 2 doors. One here and one.
I'm gonna check the one up then.
As you head into the one up here, I can delete that one. Oh.
Bam.
Back. Alright.
Look at this mess.
Okay. As you head into here, you can see that this is the Teacher's Lounge. There are several desks with what look to be strewn paperwork all about the place, several seats. Some of them seem to have wine glasses next to them, bottles of half-finished or half-empty wine wrapped around the place. You can see there are several whiteboards and corkboards just around the place with all manner of notes all over them. You can see in one of the corners there is a large amount of rubble, and one of the seats has just been planted on top as best it could, and it is currently leaning over.
Okay.
Not entirely sure why, but it's
Do the
there.
boards have any information on them? Like, I could go look at them and see if there's like
Roll me an
a
investigation check.
headmaster's name or.
Anybody else going with them? Who's going where, I should say here?
I'm doing is I'm staying back here with my. I'm staying back here, sending out the spider orb with the other 2 spiders.
Okay.
Was it
Yeah.
investigation?
Yes, please.
16.
16. Anybody else like to try? Bern or Queglod?
No, never mind.
19.
7.
7. As you're looking over the board, Queglod, you're like, never seen a board like this before. You've seen blackboards, you've seen just natural notice boards of some wood with nails in and notices on them. Never a corkboard. It intrigues you, and you're distracted by that. Rook, what was your total? 15, did you say?
16.
16. As you're looking over it, you're looking for names in particular?
Names, or maybe like a plan for a fire or invasion, maybe.
Okay. You do. You see that the general plan for invasion, which is more likely, as it is labelled demonic invasion.
Perfect.
In the encased plan of that, the idea is to barricade the room, set up using zombies as sacrificial axes to this, and if a number of students are to befall this, or if the professor is to be taken out, the sending spell is to be cast to the headmaster, if in the last acts, if possible. The headmaster is listed as Dorian. Dorian.
It's a dwarf.
Looking through the rest of these, you can see that there are no lists of names at all, but there do seem to be classrooms, and there are teachers which are labelled as different subjects. There is one on the study of anatomy, there's one on the study of arcane practice, there is one on general lectures, and there is one on the study of lycanthropy. There is also another one on the study of general history. And you can see that there are a number of other names which are crossed through, which are presumably, from what you can tell, deceased or have moved on.
Right. Does it give me any intel on where I'd find the headmaster?
No.
Okay. Right.
You also see one other thing. I'll say with a high roll and Infernal, you're the first one to spot this. As you're looking over the board, you notice that there is a interesting piece of paper as you look about it, called as you're looking it over, you piece of paper, and you note an interesting floor plan and a method to all of this, as well as a series of what look to be rules and scripts. It seems to be the trial of education. And as you look over it, it seems to be, and you see in the bottom right something that you do recognize, as you've been told about it, the silver medallion, as there is one hanging up on the board next to it. You see that the note itself seems to speak of heading to the headmaster's office and completing the trials. On success, you will be awarded a medallion of education, promoting your graduation. Series of criteria seems to speak of having at least third tier magic on a basic level, as well as a natural diploma into the necrotic arts being written and otherwise understood.
Wait, so there's one right here?
Yeah, it seems to be an example one for the silver medallion.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise it has a list of them, and it has the sending them to the headmaster's office.
Queglod, take a look at this.
Oh.
Notably magic-wise, I will say, out of this room, you notice that the large corner sofa is magical.
Oh.
And the silver medallion has a very faint magical trace, the same one that you saw on the cloaks.
Right. What kind of magic? On the corner sofa?
On the sofa, enchantment.
Okay. Right. Very interesting.
Can enchantments be dispelled?
Any magic can be dispelled if it's powerful enough.
Cool.
Enchantment's just another school of magic.
Yep.
Yeah. Not sure why this sofa would be enchanted, but what is it you found, Bern?
It's a... it was the... Can you say it again, Chris?
The trial of education, or graduation.
The trial of education, that's the...
Graduation is what it should be. Couldn't find it, but it's here. Trial of graduation.
Seems this is what they use to... Is it like a...
some sort of assessment then.
Yeah.
Oh.
It says this medallion. Where is it here? Who else had one?
Elsyan told you that 2 students came back from the leftmost path.
Ah, so they were graduates, I'd assume.
Okay. So if we're looking for where that goes on, we need to head left. Or we could head down and join Malcom.
I'm gonna check under that sofa or around that sofa. Going on.
You said it
Yeah,
was
that's probably a good idea.
Are you going to perceive or investigate? Perceive is keeping a distance, investigation is getting close.
I'm gonna investigate because I'm very hands-on.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check. As the 2 of you are discussing this, Rook.
That is, so that's 8.
Perfect. You wander up to the sofa and you're like, "Oh, this is magical. Doesn't look very magical." And as you lift the sofa to get a closer look, you place your hand on the top, and your hand instinctually it sinks in. You're like, "Oh, that's fine." And then it sinks in some more.
Guys, this
And-
sofa's eating me.
And as you say that to the rest of them, make me a dexterity saving.
Oh god. That is +4. Oh god, no! I'm using Indomitable. I'm not falling for this crap again.
Okay.
7.
7. You, without the total failure, you are pulled ever so slightly in as you are now shoulder deep into the sofa. As you say this, you 2 look over and you can see a Rook being pulled into the sofa.
Can I attempt to give him some help?
How would you like to help him?
I
No, if I try to pull him back, I'm not going to get that much done. I might be able to.
I'm gonna send my meta lady grab it.
Can I grab that thing?
You
His other hand, and I'll pull towards me.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try and grab him around the waist or something. And...
Okay. I'll say make me a charisma check, just flat charisma. Seeing as this is your weapon, I will say the disadvantage is being countered by Queglod helping. That's a plenty. Easy enough, you pull Rook free, though it is like quicksand, you hear the pulling and tearing of muscles. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you are pulled out of the sofa and your arm falls free, but it feels very numb.
Okay. Right. Does that get negated by my arm?
No, because it's magic.
Alright, yeah. Alright, cool. So, why is that eating? Do you reckon that takes you somewhere?
It's
or is
a
it
mimic.
trap? Well, the mimics have enchanted.
If it were a mimic, it would have woken up already. Not a mimic.
Damn it.
Do you reckon
Okay.
it might be taking you to somewhere?
Probably. I don't think we want to test this with a person, though.
No.
Let's see what
So
else.
you know
Could
for
do
a
if Elsyan Spider Eye.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say you know for a fact that transportation magic is conjuration.
What kind of magic is it called?
It's enchantment.
Just
Enchant.
note that if it takes it to another plane of existence, I can't focus through it.
Yeah. Enchantment is messing with people's.
Enchantment's more charm is an enchantment spell.
Yeah, yeah. It is distinct from illusion, though.
Yes, it's illusions more creating things that look real but aren't. Charm is more
Transmutation is when you change the properties of objects. So it's those are the ones that I get confused with sometimes.
So, this could be hiding something?
I also get confused
It's
by the
probably
games.
hard. Yeah.
Can I try dispelling it with my axe?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh god.
Go ahead and you swing your axe at it. Total.
I give up.
With a natural
on,
one.
don't-
You don't have to
yeah.
roll for this, as it is low level enchantment.
Okay.
You swing for your axe, you cut into the sofa, the enchantment dissipates, and you watch as the sofa covers peel apart, and you can see in the middle between the sofas a strange box.
Oh. Hey guys, look what I found. A box. It's a box of boxiness.
Exciting.
You wanna see if there's anything on this, Queglod? Is it gonna explode
Let's
if
take a
I
look.
open it?
Magic wise, it is evocation.
Evocation on the box.
Yep.
That sounds like something that might explode, yeah.
Okay.
Although, I would still like to know what's inside.
So would I. I'll tell you what, you lot get back and I'll open it.
Oh, no.
I'll take a hit.
Fuck, I don't have that shit.
But mate, with my might not take you to another plane of existence. It might be worth checking.
Conjuration is
Well,
plane of existence travel,
Yeah, this is
Sure.
potentially
and it's
explode.
specifically evocation.
I can try and open it with Mage Hand.
Would it be
Okay.
possible to do that from the other side of a door, perhaps?
Or behind the sofa. We hide behind the sofa.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, the enchantment magic on the sofa has disappeared.
Okay.
That sounds like one time.
Okay. So, shall we hide behind this sofa?
Sure.
You try that. Box
Okay.
is here.
You each take precautions as you each hide behind the sofas, taking cover. You use Mage Hand. It moves up to the box. As it touches the box, it disappears. Notably, Rook was holding the box, and he didn't disappear. Just the Mage Hand disappeared.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and open the box.
Wander over,
Wish me luck.
pick up the box. Make me a strength check.
Oh, look, I can't fuck this up, can I really?
Why would you say that?
11 plus
Plus 4.
4. Yeah.
You grab the box, you attempt to tear it open, you twist it, it doesn't. You try to slide a lid off, there isn't one. You try to pull it apart, it doesn't. It's a very
Are you
solid
kidding me?
box with no opening. You give it a quick
Ideas?
shake. There is something in there.
I don't want to hit it with my hammer, but it's annoying me, and I'm gonna go brute force in a minute.
Gonna hit it?
What do you guys think? Good idea?
Probably not.
No.
No, let's
Do
bring
it.
box for now.
Alright, I'll pick the box up and we'll take it with us while we try and work out how the hell to deal with this box.
Pick it up and you take it with you.
This is weakness.
Okay. You pick
Right.
up the box, put it in your pack, and you move along.
Blue box.
Okay. Elsyan, as you're there, you're watching as what's going on down here. So, for the sake of ease, I feel what is down here. Hallway.
Oh, over here. I see.
There you go. That's what you see.
Okay.
There are doorways at the end of each of these.
So can I just get like a small Elsyan marker over her?
There you go. You can have the party marker.
Oh, I wanted a small Elsyan. Yay! Acting like a child got me something.
There you go. All right. What room are you going to check out first?
Check them one by one. Sudz?
Hmm?
Check them one by one. So go for this one. Go here first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Just in case you had some grand plan that you knew that the one down here would be better. Don't know
I
why.
have no grand
Okay.
plan. I'm
You move
just
into the
going-
room.
We're just going around looking. Cool.
As you move into the room, going under the doorway, you can see what look to be armor stands. But instead of them being equipped with armor, you see that they are equipped with various kinds of skeletons. Each of them with different kinds of gems studding in their bones, in their foreheads, in all of their bones covering their bodies. You can see a few corpses that are currently hanging there, but they aren't decaying. And you get a general sense that this is an undead storage room. But the undead here have been augmented and changed.
Huh. Gotta find the nearest undead and have a little investigate. Have a little look-see.
As your orb kind of pulls up the side of it, you climb up the bone around the outside, tinkering as it climbs up the side of the bone. The gem is sturdy, doesn't react, doesn't move, just stationary.
I've got to try and zap it.
Zap it, you hit the bone, doesn't seem to do anything.
I did mean to hit the gem, but never mind.
Hitting the gem. You hit the gem with the small bit of energy. Watch as there is a small spark, but nothing else. Gems are not typically conductive products.
Hey, it's worth a test.
Yeah, that's fair.
So how many did you say was in here?
There is about 2 per tile. So
Okay.
rough estimate, about 80 to 100.
Cool. 80 to 100, fucking hell.
2 per
I know,
tile,
right?
it's a 7x5, so actually no, it would be 70.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, cool.
There is a doorway across
Malcom.
across the way.
Okay. Just draw 2 lines. Yeah, that'll work.
As
So let's
you
go to the
enter
doorway.
into this chamber, you can see it's a simple box chamber like that. You can hear that.
It started yelling at me. My phone.
You can tell
Right.
it was your phone.
You can tell it was
Wow.
yelling at you as well.
Yeah.
If
And
you're going
those
to do
are
weird
always for that
voices,
as well.
I will start again.
You don't know what's in
God.
this room, but you know this is the room for the sake of it. And this continues down, leading into another door.
Let's investigate this one first, just to make sure there's nothing
Looking
special.
in this one, you can see that the area has a bunch of square, not graves necessarily, the ones that they keep in churches.
Sarcophagus? No.
Yes, sarcophagi.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see that there
It's-
are a
it's not
bunch of
the-
these scattered throughout the room. I know it's not necessarily just in churches, but that's the closest example I can give.
No, I yeah.
You see a bunch of sarcophagi scattered around the room. Some of them have plaques. Most of them have been worn over time. A lot of the decorative art on these ones is dwarfish.
Oh no. Are
Deep-
we bad people?
No, they've been raiding the Dwarven too.
Oh no. Are they bad people? Yes, no, they are bad people. I always assume we're the ones doing evil stuff. Or I'm the one doing it. It's a me thing. Okay. Let's not let Sasha know about that. She might go a bit crazy. So
About how many did we see here?
About
70 in
70.
that one, and in this one you saw about 8.
eight
8
sarcophagus for the
sarcophagi for individual
Okay.
people.
I'm gonna let Queglod know about that. About the undead.
Queglod are made aware of the undead while you're on that floor.
Okay.
Okay.
They are, and that they're not normal undead.
Okay.
No, yeah. There's like 70 odd modified. We need to come back here when I've got full side points.
Ah,
Oh,
you're
someone
home.
has fireball.
I have fireball.
We can fireball it later. Though fireballing a room in a confined space like this might just cause a blast throughout the entire complex
Not wrong. Alright,
because explosions do that in confined spaces. Let's continue.
exploring the final room.
Come on, Malcolm.
There's the headmaster. It's like, oh shit.
Headmaster's there. Just
Okay.
sees the spider orb and just zaps it.
Okay.
No, we secretly
Dun,
find a
dun, dun.
dragon.
That right there is rubble. All that.
I'm
And,
gonna investigate the rubble.
um,
I'm kidding.
and
Oh, do you mind, sir? You're not supposed to ride me.
My legs hurt. All of them.
Okay, I will say one thing. The spider orb is not strong enough to carry even a spider on top of it.
no, it's not. And that also is rubble, as it opens up into a crevasse of some kind. This
A
room,
crevasse.
as you look into it, you see something very disturbing. something that brings back horrifying memories, particularly for you, Elsyan.
Oh
As you
no.
see bodies hanging by chains,
Oh no.
decorated with gemstones and cursed runes, and you get an immediate flashback to the being of enmity. You frantically look around the room in a panicked state as you see this. Same with you,
Okay.
Malcolm.
Just double checking. The being of enmity is the
Being
demon
killed
thing.
behold.
Oh, kill Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you now. I'm with you now. Okay then.
So
This place
I'd
needs to go up in
like-
so much fire.
I'd like both of you to make perception checks, please.
Perception.
I'm ever acting like I didn't like Behold, but I did, I swear. 25. Just a small
19.
perception check for you.
As the two of
Yes,
you are looking
19.
around, you can see that this room is a mimicry of it. There is nothing in here. There is no danger. You're fairly certain of that, both of you.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see in the center of the room a black crystal orb, same runic markings on it as the crest of anchorage that you picked up. And as you look at it, you see what looks to be a face emerge from it as it stands and steps there, two large claws dragging it out as the head pulls itself out with a long elongated neck behind it and the torso of a being, a slightly coiled tail wrapping around with a singular large hook on the end. As it looks about the room, the horrifying mimicry of a human face on this abomination's torso. As it looks around the room, looks at the spiders, and then proceeds to drift and absorbs itself back into the... And that is where we're going to end our session tonight.
Oh boy.
All right then.
No. No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
We're
no,
leaving.
Nope.
So, Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. and
No,
we will see you
no.
in the next one.
No.
Party faces.
Bye.
Whatever this may be.
Bye.
Bye.